is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, March 31st, 2025. We were coming to you live. Almost didn't happen. How's everybody doing?
Good.
What happens in here on the weekends?
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what happened this weekend.
Oh, man.
Just rolling on the board.
A generator the size of one that would run a Publix was installed in this house.
It was installed right there?
Did they hook it up to the board?
Yeah.
No, they had to power down the entire house.
Oh.
So yesterday I came in here, turned everything back on, the computers and everything,
Right.
made sure this thing was working. Game time stuff, I couldn't do it until I didn't realize it reset the board. So we're back, baby.
All right.
Yeah. Whew. You know what it did mess up though is my Amazon Fire Stick.
Oh, yeah?
It's not showing up in my TV anymore. Yeah, that's really hurting my TV watching.
I got to tell you, and I'm going to first off say this, they're not taking any new customers.
Yeah, don't even ask.
But the streaming service that we all have, they really are the best in the world.
Yes.
Because I had it on my phone before, and then, I don't know, I did something, whatever, and I was like, I didn't have it on there. So I just emailed them, and I go, hey, can you give me the instructions on how to download it for my phone? And they're like, absolutely. Here you go, this. Just click here, and it'll explain everything to you. And they go, any problems, get back with us, whatever. So I click, do the thing, put in the code. They send back. You're good. I click it. It's working.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's unbelievable.
They're-
It's unbelievable.
And I'm wondering, we still don't know if it's a company or a kid sitting in his mom's basement
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
They're just, they're really good with it. They told me, I said, listen to me. Everything I'm watching is stuttering and it's not working. And it's been like this for 3 days. I followed the instructions. I pulled it out. I turned the power off. I did this whole thing. And the guy goes, try this, try this, try this. I couldn't do it. I was like, is this the end of our relationship? And he goes, because you're having so much trouble, let me give you the new beta version of something we haven't rolled out yet. And he gave it to me, and I was like, oh. And I go, this is working just fine. He goes, okay, there you go. I got a new beta version.
At the same time, I feel like one day we'll wake up and it'll all be gone.
Yeah.
And
that
I'll
kid
be
will be on 48 hours.
Yeah, but I'll be okay. I'll be like, you know what? Thank you for
Years.
your service.
Yeah.
Thank you for your years of service.
Yeah, it worked out great. Carmen, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No.
Oh, it's Monday.
Yeah. I know. I said to Calvin, some days you don't feel like doing the show.
Yeah.
Today's not that day for me.
Oh,
Today I feel like being here.
good.
Well rested.
We're gonna need that.
Yeah?
I am the opposite.
All right. You take it slow today.
Okay, thank you.
But a little something to make you happy. What are we? 11 days away from the cruise?
Oh my
Less than that.
goodness.
That's fantastic. I started getting excited last night.
So much to do before then.
I got to tell you, by the way, we're 10 days, 4 hours, 54 minutes, and 19, 18, 17
Yeah.
seconds. Apparently, there is a lot to do because that's all my wife did yesterday.
What?
She basically just tried on clothes. she went, we have an entire room that used to be where I kept my drums and we had a computer in the desk and stuff. Now it's Fashion City and just has racks and racks and racks of clothing and bins of clothing and shoes and everything else. And she just kept on coming out while I'm watching basketball. And she's going, what about this? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Was
then-
there anything you said no
No,
to?
not at all. There was one thing where she had, and I go, I don't know, looks kind of like a nightgown. And she goes, yeah, it's a slip dress. And I go, perfect.
Duh,
I go,
Calvin.
perfect.
Duh.
You nailed it then.
Yeah. My wife said to me, is there any chance you would go to the mall with me today? I said, stop right now. Do not ask me that question. Nothing makes me angrier. I said, no, I'm not going. I refuse, especially on a Sunday. I'm not going to the mall.
Yeah, but you like to sit in the car.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't like to. I'll do it for her because she doesn't really love to drive, all the way there alone. But whatever.
I hate the mall so much
Yes.
that they trick me into going. Like they'll say, "Oh, we're gonna go here." Like, "Oh, we gotta stop off here real quick." Everyone else in the car knew
Right.
that's
except for
where they
you.
were
Yeah.
going, except for me. And it's just, "Oh, we
But
gotta
like-
stop here real quick."
Why go to the mall? Amazon. It has everything.
Because you want to try on stuff.
No.
And then I had to try
Yeah.
some stuff on
Ugh.
yesterday.
Return it.
Yeah. I really don't get it. I don't understand
Yeah.
it. But, I guess people do. But yeah, you literally can try it on. I mean, you can get it delivered. Then you try it on at your own home. So it's not the tricky mirrors that they have
Right,
that make
right.
you look fantastic. And then if you don't like it, you just throw it in the face of somebody at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, give me another one.
Take
Yeah.
it back.
I
Yeah.
say all these things. I go, "Why are we go?" But then I'm even more shocked when I get there. There's tons of people and nowhere to park.
Yeah.
I'm the king of finding a good parking space. I'm not worried about that. My thing is like I hate going so bad that when I do go for the only reason that I ever have to go to the Apple store,
Yeah.
I go and park upstairs right outside the door of the Apple store. I want to walk in, get my stuff, and walk right back out. It's weird because I used to enjoy it. I used to enjoy walking around and stopping in stores. Now it's I don't know any of those stores. I wouldn't buy anything in any of them.
I'm the same, man. I think just getting old. I don't know.
Yeah.
Must be.
I just hate shopping.
By the way, Carmen, don't get mad at Jeff Bezos whenever you say that now.
Yeah.
Again,
Nope. You're in. You're either in
No.
or you're out. You can't put your foot in the water.
Yep.
yes, I
and
can.
expect not to get wet.
I can separate the art from the
No,
artist.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Do you know-
Amazon, a great product. Amazon Prime, a great product. Amazon TV, whatever that crap is, that's BS, Jeff Bezos, and I stand by that.
I will. I need to say this, please, because I want to save 3 days worth of comments of people that every time we say something about Jeff Bezos, he doesn't run the company day-to-day operations anymore. Yes, we're making jokes. Don't take everything so goddamn literally, people.
I emailed him yesterday when my Amazon
did?
package was late. Yeah,
Did he respond?
he did.
No. Everybody have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Anybody do anything fun?
I was at the document party on Saturday. Which
How was that?
It was good. A lot of people showed up. A lot of regulars, like people that have been gone on many cruises in the past.
Yes.
Were coming by. They're
That's
all
what I see
excited.
a lot of. Yeah.
And a couple.
Can I tell you the fear? This cruise doesn't need me anymore.
Yeah.
These people have just made lifelong friends that go on a cruise with each other every year.
Yeah, there was a whole table of people who I've seen on the cruise before. There was one of the guys. It was his very first cruise he's going on, and he won at the New Port Richey pub crawl.
Oh,
nice.
great.
So he's like, not only am I going for free, he's like, I've never been on a boat before. So he was asking me all kinds of questions
Oh, good,
about
good.
what to do and what's it like, and is he going to get seasick? I go, no, man, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
everybody's
yeah.
worried about getting seasick. I've been on 18 cruises with this radio station, 2 of which drove into the eye of a hurricane and had to be rerouted, and never did I get sick. And I'm pretty queasy.
Yeah, I saw Diane out there on Saturday, so
Yeah.
we were talking up the cruise. It's gonna be fun.
How about Diane? I've been working on these cruises with Diane since I worked at the country station. She hasn't aged a day.
No, not
She's
at
the
all.
same person that she was, 25 years ago.
Yeah, and she just
Insane.
got off like 3 cruises. She's like, oh yeah, I was on the Icon of the Seas last week, and 2 weeks ago before that, I was on the Allure of the Seas.
Yeah.
and
I
this.
can't imagine there's a person that's been on more cruises than her.
No,
She's
is
got to count.
constantly.
She's got to count. Me
Yeah.
and Pete try to remember the count every year, and we ask her, Diane, was it 85, 125? Whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy because that's what she does for a living. So she has to go on these cruises to make sure that everybody's to have a good time and enjoy them. And she wants to be able to speak effectively and say, "Listen, I've been on this cruise. It's a fantastic cruise. Or that one's not so much for kids, or whatever."
Yeah.
Oh, she knows.
Yeah.
She know. Here's the thing: is that I've been on so many cruises between my family and the show that all the boats run together to me. Bobby goes, "Have we been on this boat before?" I go, "Oh, sure. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know that we've been
You
on the
told
boat."
him we're leaving from Tampa.
Yeah,
You
I know. What do I
Well,
know? So, but Diane, I'll tell you exactly like you said. She'll go, no, this is the one with the slide. This is the one that has. She
Yeah.
knows them all.
yeah, this boat is almost identical to the boat we were on last year.
Okay.
The
The
same,
one last year was great.
yeah, same class, pretty much the same stuff. So
Good.
This is the Voyager of the Seas.
yes,
And last year was the
Icon.
Mariner.
no
Mariner.
You're
You're right,
Mariner
Joe.
of the
Yeah.
Seas.
Mm-hmm.
Pap was there.
That's right.
See?
I was there.
Oh, I'm excited. It'll be good. It'll be very fun. Once I looked at the calendar and I saw the days running together, and I go, "Oh, that's right, next week. We don't even work a full week next week because
Yeah.
Carmen made us take off on Thursday."
Yep.
Well,
Diane was also very relieved that you changed Bobby's flights
Uh-huh.
and that you decided to leave on the Thursday, not after the show, all that stuff.
Yeah.
She said
She's
you're
a
making
normal human.
yes. She was
Bobby,
very relieved.
Bobby said it. He's like, "You're a good friend," up until the point where it cost me $2,000 because you're
No,
too
now it's
stupid. to give it
$2,000.
right there. Yeah.
By the time we're on the ship, can you believe he cost me $6,000 to get on this thing?
Diane's like, I don't know what he was thinking. There's no way you can get.
I said, "I will pay for it," and he said, "No, I'd rather just be able to bring it up 1,000 times on the cruise." I said,
Right.
"Okay, that's fine. I understand that." So anyway, that is happening next week. The Calta Cruise 18. If you're kicking yourself in the ass for not going, I don't know why. We tell you about it for a whole year.
Yeah.
We remind you that it's happening. What else? Something else I wanted to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my notes. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I sold some stock over the weekend, and
Tesla?
no, just regular what was in my portfolio. I just sold. I think it was actually Bitcoin, but I sold some stock, and I got a certain amount of money, and then it said it takes like 3 to 4 days for it to appear in your account. So then, like over the weekend, I checked it to see if the transfer was going through, and it said now that I had a significant amount more in my account.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't seem right. And it's almost the exact same amount that I withdrew that has been added to the balance. How is this happening? And I'm trying to figure it out. And I can't really get.
You should treat yourself to another ice maker.
Thought about it, Gio, but I thought clearly something is going on here that doesn't seem right. A too good to be true scenario.
So don't spend that money in case it's not
Exactly,
really yours.
Yeah. So I ran it past Pete yesterday, and Pete's like, I don't know, I don't use Robinhood. I don't know anything about it.
Stockbroker Pete.
Yeah. Let me tell you what Pete is. He is a doctor. We'll get back to that in a second. So I ran it through Pete. He didn't know. I asked my wife. I even let her hold my phone so she could read it. I hate when she has my phone. When she holds my phone, it just I could be sitting right next to her.
Why?
I don't know. It's
You know why?
No. Listen, she's been on my phone plenty of time, and there'll be a naked pic or something. I don't care about any of that. I'm not worried about that. I just feel like she's doing stuff. You know, she's going through stuff. And
What is going on in your phone?
Yeah, exactly. What are you hiding?
I'm not hiding. I don't like when the kids have it. I don't like any of it.
When I told you I left my phone at home and I was fine with that, you were freaking out. Your wife gets your phone, you're freaking out.
He almost drove to your house to get your
Yeah, it bothered me the whole show. So she couldn't figure it out. And I didn't know. This morning I come in here and I turn it on. I'm like, let me look at the computer. Maybe I can figure it out. And I did. I withdrew the funds, and instead of transferring it over to my bank, I deposited more funds from my bank to put back in my Robinhood account. So I put money from my account. So that's why I doubled, because
So
I took it
instead
to two
of
different
taking
sources.
money out,
Yeah.
you put more money in.
I'm like,
So it's
how did I
just
get $50,000?
The same amount that you were going to
take.
take out.
Yeah, so I was like, oh boy. So now I'm freaking out. I don't know how that's going to operate. But
Stock market's
it's
doing
operating.
really well.
Well, not that well. Not so well that it's doubling. I can tell you that.
buy the dip. So they tell me.
Don't buy anything right now. So you know what I watched last night? A movie that I haven't watched in years that is fantastic is Whiplash.
Oh,
That is such a good movie.
Really great.
But two things I took away from that. One, Miles Teller is so young in that movie. He's such a kid. And two, the other guy, what's his name? Schillinger?
Jonah Jameson.
Yeah. He is the real life Homer Simpson. He is exactly what you would look like if you made Homer Simpson into a real man.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah. He could definitely play him.
Looks just like him.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. But what a great movie that is.
I just remember whenever that came out, and I hadn't seen it yet, but I knew that it was about drumming and stuff. And TM Powell texted me, and he goes, "Hey, I'm doing a review of this movie, Whiplash. Have you seen it?" I said, "No." And he said, "It's about drumming and stuff. I have a drumming question for you." And I go, "Shoot." And he goes, "Your hands ever bleed when you're playing drums?" And I go, "Absolutely." And I sent him a picture because we had just done like 2 gigs on the same weekend, whatever. And I just had a big giant blister ripped open and stuff. So I took a picture and sent it to him, and he goes, "Perfect."
Oh, can I tell you that there's also a bass player's injury? Are you aware of that?
Oh, I don't recall.
Over here.
Okay.
From your hand being over here and rubbing up against the guitar. I was bleeding like crazy the other day.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
That's
know
why
what
they
we
wear
used-
wristbands.
You know what we used to call that whenever we played basketball and we'd lower the rims to 9 feet?
Yeah.
Dunkitis.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
dunkitis for
Yeah.
sure.
We used to get dunkitis.
Joe, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Michael.
You're quiet today.
Well, no, I'm good.
No, he's over there mumbling and.
Yeah.
He's
take it easy.
He's doing a lot of moose work over there where he's clicking things, making things smaller and
Right,
bigger,
right. I
and
got
moving
it.
them around on his desktop.
Mhm.
And then you hear.
Yeah.
Oh,
How was your weekend?
it was good, Michael. I
Yeah.
went out on the boat on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. How'd
I
that go?
did. It
Living
went
the
good.
high life.
It went good. It
Getting
went
your
very
sea
good.
legs ready for the cruise?
Yes,
All right.
yes, doing a test run to get on the open seas,
Mm.
as it were. But yeah, I was out there with my buddy Ed Morrow. He's got a boat, so
Nice.
we were
I'd
tooling
like a
around
boat
St.
for a
Pete.
day or two.
Yeah, well, you don't want it full time.
It's
No.
better
Right.
to have a friend who has a boat.
That's, yeah.
Yeah. I want to be able to go out on a boat once or twice.
Well,
That's
they
it.
rent boats.
I know,
They
but
do.
I
But you
I know
gotta
we've talked
drive
about
it.
this a bunch of times. I have to learn how to drive it first.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and the real boat owners, they look down upon those people.
Oh,
Oh, I
yeah,
know.
because
Yeah.
it says rental on it.
Yeah,
And they're like, ugh.
And they're like, this idiot doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, stop causing a wake.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't want to be out on the I don't want to be out on the high seas. I just want to be able to tool around, as they say.
Mhm.
Tool around.
Well,
the
that's what we
area.
did. We tooled around in the intercoastal, went to Shell Island. I guess that's where they used to have all the parties,
Yeah.
but they shut that down.
You Shell or beer can?
I think it's Shell.
Because beer
this-
can they're reopening.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're but that's Clearwater. Shell is St. Pete.
Okay, all right.
So it's like where everybody goes and docks and pulls their boats up and
Beer
gets
Can.
hammered.
They were reopening and they were putting on a restaurant, and a club on there on the thing, and then they were selling pieces of it. I actually looked into whether or not that'd be a good investment. It didn't seem like it would be, especially with hurricanes ripping through this area. But I did look at it. That would be pretty interesting. That's one of those things I think would be pretty cool, is to have an island. Or have an island party somewhere.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Where's the Monkey Island? Is that in St. Pete? Which there's a ton of monkeys on it.
I don't know that it's an island. Is it an island? I
Yeah.
know they have.
Yeah,
it
I
is.
think
It is.
no, I think that's up towards like Brooksville.
Oh, is it?
I believe.
I'm unaware of
Yeah.
Monkey Island.
I know that they have one where there's monkeys on there because monkeys can't swim. Well, most monkeys depends
They
on
don't like it.
the density.
So
of
they
them
just
and stuff.
stay on the island.
Yeah.
What do
Well,
they eat?
The vegetation and stuff that's on the island and
Oh yeah, Homosassa.
other monkeys.
That's what I'm
possibly.
saying, other monkeys.
It depends on what monkey it is. Like gorillas are vegetarian, but like I don't know whether it's chimps or what, they eat each other or eat the
no.
smaller monkeys, and there's some wild
Yeah, it's
stuff.
up in Homosassa. For some reason, I thot it was in St. Pete.
Yeah.
It was actually set up as a sanctuary at one point, and then it kind of was abandoned. But everyone it's grandfathered in as Monkey Island.
But like chimpanzees have so much muscle mass, they're so thick, whatever, they just sink like rocks.
It's
Oh,
called,
really?
Yeah.
They call it Monkey Alcatraz because the monkeys can't get off.
That's pretty funny.
In Florida, these naughty monkeys live in their own mini monkey Alcatraz.
So how great of a movie is that? Somebody gets their boat too close and the monkey jumps on and takes over, and then the other monkeys, and then they get to land and they start taking over.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That would be pretty cool.
Escape from Monkey Alcatraz.
Oh,
Writes itself.
I went to a place called Sky Beach this weekend.
Yeah.
Which is down. It was interesting because it kind of looks like Shepherd's. It kind of, when you pull up between the hurricanes and their fact that they're renovating, you pull up and you're like, I might have made a mistake. And then you pull around back and it looks like a brand new resort back there. And it's fantastic. It's right on the water. You can see a view of the Skyway Bridge. They got a restaurant over there. They got live music over there. It's great. I think it'll be a great place if the Bone ends up doing an event there, kind of like we did at PCI a while ago. I think there could be something there. It was fun. Just got to chill out this weekend and do nothing.
Is that you're going to write that off with your taxes because you were scouting it out for a possible work party?
Work function.
Yeah.
Pete was like, "You do a podcast with your wife. You should write every trip you take with your wife off." I'm like, "Yeah. I don't want to be. I don't want to be pulled into a meeting one day. Get a phone
Pete,
call.
not so much accountant. Pete, definitely doctor.
Pete, definitely doctor. So
He's looking at your blood work again.
It's amazing. I have asked him about I bet you that Pete is as knowledgeable about all the letters on the blood work as my doctor is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's not to take anything away from my doctor. It's just Pete has done and dealt with more blood work where he's like, he doesn't even go, what's your LDL say? He'll go, what's your LDL? It's 2 to the right of the CDL, and it's down here, and it'll tell you the ratio of it. And it's all right. It's amazing how much he absorbs stuff.
We should have him go against Dr. D and see who knows more.
Yes. My money's on Pete. Yeah,
Really?
No offense to Dr. D. It's just that he's in advanced medicine. He does. We're talking about it's like the basic stuff that you learn. You know, that he probably isn't doing. Dr. D's not going over blood work with a lot of people. He's doing surgeries. You know what I mean? So it'd be funny. I bet you Pete is as knowledgeable. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. I'm done. I got nothing else.
We'll see you later, guys.
Everybody keeps showing this. I'm sure we'll talk about it later. Morgan Wallen at the end of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Oh,
What was the big deal?
I don't know.
I mean, it's not, but I guess they're trying to make it a big deal, whatever. But he did walk off because, like, the host was the girl from the movie,
Mikey Madsen from Medora.
Yeah, and so at the end they stick around and they do the good nights and everybody talks to each other and shake hands and we were in a sketch and and do that kind of thing, whatever. And Morgan Wallen, so she's like, thanks to Morgan Wallen, thanks to that. Good night, and they start playing the thing, and he kind of leans over and half hugs her, and then is like, "Peace," and just walk towards the camera and off the thing, which you don't see people do.
No, but I mean,
they normally stick around. But
one of two things: one is either he just didn't know and was just ready to get out of there, or two, he was with these people for a week. Maybe they were dicks to him, and he didn't like him, and he was like, "I'm out."
Could be that.
Well, they said his people said during rehearsal that's what he did every time. You know what I mean? Like in rehearsal, he walked off stage
Right,
that
but
way.
everybody that watches that show knows they just stand around and hug each other at the end and just stand there. So
Which I always think is weird anyways. It looks very cringeworthy.
yeah, but to me, I think, I mean, imagine having to do that show, like especially when you watch those Peacock shows where they show you about all that goes into it, and that they work till 5 o'clock in the morning and all that stuff. That by that Saturday, you're like, thank God, like you're real happy it's over.
It's always looked weird, like the fake hugs. It's just weird.
Yeah,
as just people that are, like, imagine if at the end of the show we all started hugging each other.
Right. Joe just leaves the cameras on us.
Yeah, that would be so weird.
we should try it.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, no.
It always seems very like forced and awkward and just
Well,
it
Just doesn't make sense.
You even see sometimes some of the cast members, they do that, like, oh, look, we're talking and we're hugging.
like it's
and,
so it's just become a thing where it's not, I don't know. People are just get up in arms over the dumbest stuff.
For those of you who can't see, what we do at the end of the show is we go, okay, yeah, goodbye, boom, 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 shut everything down, and then just sit here in our seats for a couple of minutes, and then slowly meander out the door.
Yeah.
Galvin will be the first one to go, well, I'm out. See you later. And then Joe, and then sometimes I leave before Joe.
Yeah.
And Joe's like, I'll lock up.
Mm-hmm.
Done. Dunzo.
I wouldn't trust him.
No.
Do you wouldn't trust Joe?
No, he's probably pushing buttons on the board.
It's not true. I'm trustworthy.
You are trustworthy, Joe. Like, I know I'm not worried about anything ever getting stolen.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
that
no way.
$20? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony's death pool money? Yeah.
What?
Oh, that weed
Yeah.
I sold.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Oh yeah. Chocolate milk on the
okay.
board? No, nothing happened.
Yeah. What was
Never heard of it.
No. I don't know what happened.
Operation Declutter is in full effect on Saturday.
Oh.
Saturday morning, Thomas, our tree man, is coming over here, and he is helping me for the second time to declutter the garage. But I am actually just throwing everything out. I thought about it tomorrow. Think about it outside of like signed memorabilia. Like I have boxes of stuff that I will never, ever, 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 ever trust to open again. There's just things out there. Joey, I have Joey's ice skates from when he was 7. What are we doing with those?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll give those away. But I mean, I'm saving these things as if one day they're going to. Well, we're going to need that again, and I don't need any of it. So I'm getting rid of it all. I have a cooler out there, a styrofoam cooler that is filled with plastic plates. They were like from Joey's graduation party or something. Or why we have those? I'm throwing everything out.
I feel like you should have 3 different piles. You should have trash.
Yes.
Donate.
Yes.
Give to Joe.
This Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, of course. Like
I'll go through, Michael.
I'm not a wasteful guy. Like if it's clothes or stuff, we'll just donate it. And if it's something that I think will fit your tiny stature, Joe, I will certainly save it for you.
All right.
Yeah. But I'm throwing out, and then I'm gonna have to move on to my office to get rid of the stuff in there. I'm just chucking everything. I'm just throwing everything out. I think my life will be so much happier and freer with less garbage.
I've been
Now,
doing the same thing, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What were you saying, Carmen?
I was gonna say, where do all your dolls fall on place in this?
She said dolls and she hit it.
What
Where do
doll?
all your dolls
What
go?
dolls will you be referring to?
All the dolls you have in your garage.
I don't have dolls.
What do you have?
I don't know. You're bringing it up. What dolls?
Your Funko Pops? What are those?
Those are in storage.
Dolls.
Those are,
Those are
they're
Those are
not-
dolls.
They're figures,
Yeah.
and they
They're
are all
dolls.
put away in their holding cell.
Okay.
Mhm. Well, take Carmen off the list.
There's a Stone Cold Steve Austin doll out there.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's true.
That's a good one. I like
That's
that
true.
one.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Look,
You squeeze it, it talks.
Does it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Because Stone Cold said so.
Yeah. That still works.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
There's
Yeah.
some cool stuff out there.
So then there's that, and then at some point next week, I'm going to need to get junk jockeys because
Yeah.
once the small stuff's gone, then I'm going for the big stuff. Like the generator guys were nice enough to haul away my old trailer that was out back. Trailer's
Nice.
gone. Yeah, we're making strides. We're making strides.
All right.
And the generator, if you have to look at it the day, like I'm proud of it. It looks like we're powering up a mall.
I think hurricane season starts in like a month,
Good.
2 months.
Bring it. Bring it. Better be on at least 5 hurricanes this year.
Oh.
5 hurricanes. No, I'm just kidding. I'd rather go through going, oh, we didn't even need the
Yeah.
generator than people's lives get ruined.
You have like stacks and stacks of like pictures and memorabilia stuff and you don't have enough wall space.
Right.
Like
so,
there's just tons of like
but here's
on
the
the
thing.
floor.
Here's the thing. Wouldn't it be great if you found a box in your attic that was your grandfather's, and that box was filled with FSU Buccaneer memorabilia.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be your grandfather, but you know what I'm
That'd
saying.
be great.
So I'm going to once I get rid of all the garbage, I'm going to catalog the stuff that I have that I'm keeping, and we'll know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
In this storage thing is this. I don't know what you're snickering about.
I was thinking earlier when Carmen said dolls.
She hit it hard.
And then,
Put Calvin on the list.
I love that it's been 20 years of stuff just laying on the ground and all over the place. Meanwhile, all of a sudden the Louvre over here is going to start cataloging stuff.
The hidden treasures.
Yeah.
You should build a wall out there so you get more wall space.
No.
Because you don't have enough. You have too much stuff,
I don't
not enough
need
wall
to
space.
have anything else on the wall.
You should build a wall out there and put everything behind it and close the wall. Yeah. That way, whenever they tear this down, they can be like, "Hey, treasure!"
Like a tomb.
Yeah.
Remember the beginning of the show, and I was so happy to be here.
See?
Well,
Garbage.
stop saying that you're going to
Show.
catalog stuff and making
Yeah.
these wild. There's like, if you would just change your phrasing a little bit, say I'm hoping to get it like cataloged.
Yeah.
Also, you can say that I'm hoping to get it cataloged, not that you're cataloging and doing stuff. You know what I mean? That makes more sense. Oh, okay. Tom's gonna, go out there and figure out some sort of Dewey Decimal System for it.
I will say I did see these on Amazon to help organize. They're like little barcodes, and you put them on your bins.
Yeah.
And then you take a picture of what's in your bins, or you take a picture and then you label, and then you can make a list of everything that's in there.
Yeah,
and then,
but I meant by catalog, I meant this one says Yankee stuff, this one says Buck stuff, just so
Yeah.
I know where everything is. I didn't
Right.
mean I was going to break it down to the piece.
But that's basically what those little barcodes do. And then you can look, and then you can just scan it with your phone, and it will literally show you everything that's in that bin.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Jeff Bezos. We
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
All right, maybe I'll do that.
Still a douche, but thank you for all the cool things.
All right, it's Monday morning. Let's get up. Let's get things rolling. We've got stuff to give away, a whole new slew of stuff coming up. Carmen will tell you what that is when we come back, and we'll play Sporkle. And in the 8 o'clock hour, we got a big concert announcement. This is one I actually like and I'm into.
Oh.
When I say concert, Galvin,
Yes.
doesn't necessarily have to be music.
Okay.
Could be something else.
Right.
It's a big one, and we'll tell you
Could
about
be
that.
a circus.
Could be.
Okay.
Could be could be an opera singer.
Hmm?
You never know what it's going to be.
Catalog.
Who's the blind one? Bocelli? Is he
Yeah. Well, now you ruined it.
Oh.
I
didn't know he was
gonna
say it.
What an idiot.
We'll take a quick
Wow.
break. Sporkle's next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Carmen, what do we have to give away today?
Okay, we have a bunch of new stuff.
Keep in mind, there's one thing on there.
Yep.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yes, thank you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, listen, I've been reading through it over and
All
over
right.
to make
No,
sure
I
I
didn't-
don't read it.
I didn't look at the list, but I didn't want you to blow our concert announcement yet.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't. You do this then.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I got you. I got
now
you.
I'm nervous.
I got 2 pairs of tickets to the Busch Gardens Food and Wine Festival.
Yep.
I've got tickets to see Rascal Flatts.
Oh.
They'll be at the Kia Center in Orlando. I've got tickets to see Dierks Bentley. He'll be at the amphitheater on June 6th. I got tickets to see Stained. Tickets to see Baby Metal at the Yingling Center.
Oh, baby metal.
Baby Metal, that's actually babies that play metal music.
No, it's little Asian girls.
Coheed and Cambria at the Amp on September 6th. Thomas Rhett at the Amp on September 5th. And then the other thing. So we've got your choice of tickets, and we'll do it right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap, your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right, so I know not many of you guys are baseball fans, but opening day was just last week.
I don't know. We're torpedo batting it now.
That's
I might
right.
be back.
That's right.
So we're going to see, can you name the baseball player when given their nickname?
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
Okay? So here we go.
The last names work again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That does work. First one, the Big Hurt,
Frank Thomas.
Mike. Big Mac,
Mark McGuire.
Mike. The Big Unit,
Randy Johnson.
Mike. Charlie Hustle,
Pete Rose.
Mike. The Crime Dog,
Fred McGriff.
Mike. Dice K,
Dr. Gooden, Dwight Gooden.
No.
Damn it.
Dice K.
I don't know what it is.
He was Dr. K. wasn't he?
Oh.
Well, don't say it. It might come up.
Daisuke Matazuka.
You got
Yep,
it.
That guy.
Yep, thank you. El Duque.
Hernandez.
Mike Calta. The Flying Dutchman. These are all baseball players. The Flying Dutchman. Honest Wagner.
Love him.
He's from the 1800s.
Right. Most expensive baseball card.
The Hawk. The Hawk. Andre Dawson. And Pap, we're halfway there.
Gio has 0 points on the board. Galvin slightly ahead with 0. Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 6.
All right.
Anybody's game.
Here it comes. Come back right now.
All right, we are doing baseball players by their nicknames. Your next one, Mad Dog. Mad Dog. Greg Maddux.
I thought he was the professor.
Mr. Cub.
Sammy Sosa.
Mr. Cub is
Oh,
Harry Carey.
Sachs. I don't know.
No, I was looking for Ernie Banks.
Ernie Banks.
Excuse me. The Say Hey Kid.
Willie Mays.
Mike. The Thrill. The Thrill.
Uh-huh.
Will Clark. The Wizard of Oz.
Ozzy.
Newsom.
Ozzy.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Ozzy Osbourne.
No. Smith.
Yes.
Damn it.
Ozzy Smith.
No point.
No points. The Iron Man.
Lou
Gehrig.
Gehrig.
Oh.
No, he's Iron Horse.
Yeah. Well, don't say if it comes up.
The Iron Man.
I don't know.
Cal Ripken Jr. K-Rod.
Rodriguez.
Yes. Mike Calta. And Pap, we are on the last 3.
Gio and Galvin both tied with 0. And Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 8.
I tied it up.
Yeah.
All right. Baseball players by their nicknames. Last 3. Here we go. Mr. October.
Reggie Jackson.
Mike Calta. The Rocket.
Roger
Clemens.
Clemens.
Galvin.
Oh.
Got one. There's no
By the
way.
hairy and
There's
nuts.
no way I was going to let you blank me.
And your last one. The Iron Horse.
Gehrig.
Gary.
Mike.
Your final score, Gio with 0 points on the board.
Idiot.
Yeah. Man.
Galvin with a single
You
point.
guys
Good job, Galvin.
kicked my ass.
And Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 10.
Well, I mean, I just like to point out, you had 0. Between Mike and I, we had 11.
Can't wait.
Listen,
Those are facts. Those are facts.
I cannot argue that, Galvin.
Those are facts.
Good job to everybody except me.
How many in a row is that?
What, for you?
Yeah.
That is 2 in a row.
Oh, because I missed the day.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You're on a streak.
All right. I'm on a streak right now.
Damn,
Okay.
I knew a lot of those. I just didn't know them as fast.
Yeah.
Baseball's back.
I can't believe you beat me by a nut hair on
Yeah.
Clemens. All right. Well, good. Let me pick a winner on that. Let's go to line 6. Good morning. Who is this?
Josh,
How you doing, Josh?
hey, doing pretty good, man. How you guys doing?
What do you do for a living? What are you headed to do this morning?
Well, actually, I'm a night shift. I work the lines for Spectrum at night.
Oh, are you able to go to sleep when you go home, or are you like all wound up?
Yeah, I usually crash out pretty quick.
Yeah, I used to come home like I worked at a restaurant when I was a kid, and I'd come home at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I just lay in bed. I just couldn't fall asleep. I'd be watching Mary Tyler Moore reruns on TV. It was awful. All right, hold on, buddy. We're gonna put you on hold. There's a bunch of stuff for you to choose from. Carmen will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up. Okay?
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, brother. That is line 6, Carmen.
Got it.
Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, spooky sex, bats that go boom, and different travel tip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we got a trip coming up
Oh, we do.
with the Calta Cruise,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm very excited about.
Well, maybe you try this on the trip.
All right. And I have a feeling I'm not going to.
I might get in trouble.
Galvin, as your news, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll dive into that next on 102.5 The Bone. So we should all have, this whole show should just be going,
Yeah.
we should all have suppressors by now.
Can I put a suppressor on my shotgun?
No, you can't.
Damn it.
Yeah, you want to hear that. You want to hear
That's right. That's the scariest part of it. And that's why I think a lot of people get it is just the
People say that the scariest part is the, but I think the scariest part is getting shot in the ass. That's pretty scary.
Probably.
Too. Yeah.
second
Not only
scariest.
that. What else? Anything else? Thank you. We've got a cruise coming up next week that we're very excited about.
Yes.
Are the document parties all done now, or do we have any more of those left?
I think that was the last one.
That was the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was, where was that? At Hooters?
Hooters.
And Brandon?
Yep.
Oh.
And Carmen, you did one?
I did not do a document party. No, I just was out at walk-ons for March Madness.
Oh, walk-ons. Bringing food in this week.
Nice.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I was able to take some home yesterday, and it was
Freeloader.
really good. Listen, I was there from 5 to 7.
Which one were you at?
I was at the one right down the street by you, Wesley Chapel.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Luke.
yeah. I go there.
So yeah, and that's the thing. Like I would have ate there, but then there was so many listeners out there that I also didn't want to eat out there. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't want to eat in front of listeners either after last week's show where we talked about selling your underwear and all that stuff, because then they're like, "What are you? How much you want for that spoon?"
Right.
Yeah.
So
Here, lick this.
Yeah.
yeah, so it was one of those things but I was out there for dinner hours, 5 to 7, you know what I mean? So I got an ahi tuna salad to go home.
Dude, listen to the sound of joy in her voice creeps in when she talks
Yeah.
about food.
It was delicious.
Mhm.
Trust me, they have everything else looked amazing.
I told
but-
you the chicken bomber sandwich is fantastic.
Yeah, Gio, I don't know if you know this. I actually take my shirt off on the cruise
Oh,
and wear
yeah.
a bikini.
Yeah, take it off.
So, you know.
Gio's gonna wear a bikini. He
Yeah.
told me.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yep.
Gio
Asked me to
said
shave him.
Gio just told us before the last time he took his shirt off at a pool, he was like 15 or something.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you. I'm with you
Easy.
on that. Yeah.
right. So that's the thing. But yeah, so I want the delicious food, but you know, I gotta keep it in mind.
So Carmen, we went out on to the beach this weekend, and on Friday I ate really good. I have not cheated on my diet the whole time. And then on Saturday, my wife is like, "Let's go somewhere for dinner," and I said, "Okay." So she's like, "Let's go to Caddy's. It's on the beach. We'll go there for sunset." I'm like, "Great, just do it."
Yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time you went to Caddy's?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Did it get wiped out?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Caddy's, and
Yeah,
no,
no.
right, but I didn't know that. So Caddy's, the building is closed down. There's a tent located next to the building. They've had to they have to do their restaurant inside a tent. So they had to set the bar up in there, and then I felt awful for them, but also I thought, well, how great is it that they're still? I mean, it was packed. It was packed.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
I was like happy from the whole beach. People were drinking and having a good time. I just felt awful. I was like, "Is this from the hurricane?" They said, "Yeah, we're looking at maybe next year being out there."
Jeez.
Wow, but at least they were able to survive. But anyway, the problem there is they had a very limited menu, and I was
Right.
forced to eat off their menu.
Oh no, what'd you have to get?
I had shrimp tacos.
All right.
Okay.
Not terrible.
Not fried shrimp tacos, right?
They were breaded shrimp.
Uh,
They were breaded- I didn't have a choice.
Listen,
Okay.
I get it, man. I was at Hooters on Saturday. I did not have a choice.
Listen,
Yeah.
I went to Hooters with Joe
Mhm.
and didn't have anything but an iced tea.
That's true.
Well, I
I
went,
went
to Hooters.
to-
That did not happen.
I went to Caddy's and I ate 2 shrimp tacos, and the floodgates opened.
Yes.
Yes.
We're back, baby.
Blame your wife.
We went from Caddy's to the ice cream place.
Yep.
And I did not get ice cream.
Mm.
All the kids had
Don't
ice
know.
cream. 5 ice cream cones in my face. I didn't have ice cream.
What'd you have?
Nothing.
You just stared at kids eating ice cream.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
Sprinkles being
Joe-
shot all over the car.
Joe did that this weekend too.
Mm.
Do not stare at kids.
Got back to the hotel, and all of a sudden
Drove back
started
to the
getting,
ice cream place.
started getting a little grumbles like for something. I was like, because I also maybe wanted a Starbucks because that kind of calms me down a little bit.
Mhm.
And then Ava, my son's girlfriend, was coming to meet us at the hotel.
Mhm.
So I said, call Ava, see how far away she is. She was 15 minutes away. I said, I need her to stop at 7-Eleven and get me one of those little Starbucks canned coffees because I didn't have anything. And then she's like, do you want anything else? I go, I'm just going to Venmo you some money. Just get snacks.
Oh, my God.
And she came in with the snacks. And I went heavy.
You just left it open-ended like that?
Oh.
Well, I didn't mean just for me. My daughter had 3 friends with her or 2 friends with her.
Right.
Joey was going to be there. Amanda was like, I'll take some pretzels, whatever. I'm like, here, just get some snacks. And she came back with snacks. And then next thing you know, I'm eating
Funyuns and
Funyuns
bars.
No, I really didn't do too bad, but I did go out. Julianne had some of those sour candies. I ate a couple of those, and I just kind of veered off course off the path a little bit.
Off the rails.
Sunday, I went right back. I'm back in action, baby.
That's good.
Yeah, next
cheat,
day.
Little cheat
Yeah.
day is
Little
not a
cheat
big
day,
deal.
not a big deal. Got in, got out. I'm back in action. So I should be my cruise body should be ready
Yeah.
right next week.
What are you
All
doing
right.
on the cruise? Are you going to be eating all healthy the whole time?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's healthy. It's just a certain
Sensibly.
diet that I'm following.
Because in the past, one time I walked, when you and Bobby were in the room, I walked in, and I swear to God, you had ordered one of everything on the menu for room service.
Yes.
Bobby's like, hey, man, there's chicken fingers there. There's spaghetti. There's pizza. There's a
Yeah.
burger.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Healthy
God.
stuff.
You guys like cheese? There's a cheese plate over here.
It looked like they had just hosted a party of 25 people.
Here's the thing. Can I be honest with you about the cruise? I thought about this. Outside of getting an occasional dessert at dinner, the food usually stinks on the cruise. Like and I say that not that you're not going to enjoy it, but it's not like I'm not going to eat it and then next week I'm going to go, man, I really wish I would have had that beef
Missed out,
stroganoff.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's no big deal, and they have so many options to eat stuff on that cruise that is well within my diet that
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick to it.
Are you bringing anything with you?
I probably will bring a protein powder because I'm definitely going to need to get enough protein like throughout besides food. You know what I mean?
So the days of bring me all the appetizers is gone.
Unless that is bring me shrimp
Yeah.
and bring me stuff that I can actually eat. But
Yeah.
what's gone that's going to hurt the most, and I don't know how long I'll be able to hold out on this. It's the bread
Yeah.
because
Oh,
they're pretty good with the bread
Yeah.
And the butter.
and the butter, right,
Oh,
Carmen?
Yeah.
Gio went into Mike Sherman. It looked like he was a secret shopper, trying everything on the menu to
They
make
had
sure everything's up to snuff.
They had so much food. I was like, what is going on?
No pizza.
By
Yeah.
the way, speaking of the cruise, Gio,
Yes.
did you bring our documents?
Of course I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's no scumbag.
Yeah, I'm not a
all right.
scumbag. They're in the car.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, oh, you didn't, but I figured you probably
Yeah,
did.
of course. Come
Figured
on.
you probably did.
We had a long discussion, me and Diane, about how Joe just didn't.
Right.
He took his.
Yeah.
But didn't take anybody else's.
They had a different lady.
Yeah.
Diane wasn't there.
Linda was there.
Yeah, but still.
Linda's older than Joe.
Yeah. But right when I got there, I said, hey, make sure they're giving out the. I said, make sure I get everybody from the show's documents so we can get it all out of the way.
Thank you, Gio.
Yeah, I got
Right.
it.
Of
course.
You didn't get mine though, right?
I did.
What? I'm not gonna see you.
What?
Yeah, I didn't.
Now what?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's, yeah.
You'll see us next week,
Yeah.
When?
Tuesday.
They have them at the station though. It's all. They're not like specific to each person.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like just the size, your shirt size is what is specific.
Joe,
What?
real quick, this is not show related, but it's before I forget.
Okay.
Do you still want that desk that my wife has?
I do.
Like, can I bring it to you, or do you need to wait?
No, you can bring it to me.
It is currently in my bedroom right now, in the middle of my bedroom,
Okay.
and it's driving my wife insane.
Freeloader.
All right. What do you mean? I'm not a
Exactly what I
freeloader.
said. Freeloader.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael,
It's self-explanatory.
I've been cleaning out the garage all weekend, so I have enough space. To
Are you
get
sure?
in. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I'm sorry it took so long.
No, it's okay. I just I find it very convenient. I put all my stuff on it, and it's
Oh.
driving her crazy.
Oh.
You gotta
Apologize to his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna load it up and take it over there,
I don't know.
Tom?
No, I thought maybe like
After he's
tomorrow.
done cataloging.
Right.
I thought maybe tomorrow Joe and I would load it in, and I'd just drive Joe home.
All right.
Unless you have the car.
No, not yet.
Still don't have the car.
Still not
What are
yet.
they doing?
They had to order a part. This is the connection.
Where do they
Is
order
it
from
coming
Hong Kong?
From Bavaria?
Yeah.
No,
Who's
but it's
they?
probably coming from Germany.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Bavaria. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, Joe.
How long did you have your car? How long were you
cou-
driving again?
3 months.
Okay.
Yeah. That was it. It was short and sweet. I'm back, baby.
Carmen's like, okay.
Yeah.
Carmen's okay was as good as dolls.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Carmen's been really good lately. It's made me want to punch her in the face like
Wait
8
a
times.
minute.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, I like it. I like it.
Sell your panties.
so tired.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
I watched Metallica with Lady Gaga. Did anybody see that?
No.
The old one, or is it a new thing?
I think it was from the Grammys maybe last year.
Oh no, that was from years ago.
Years ago?
Yeah.
It was
Remember
pretty good.
because the audio wasn't working properly, but then what you watched, somebody fixed it.
Yeah.
So you could hear it, but whenever they actually did it, whatever, it was tough. They have the rehearsals of her too.
Oh, really?
With them, yeah, it was cool. I mean, because
I thought it was great. So I was watching Metallica live on YouTube on my TV in the living room, and then I just let it run, and other stuff started playing. And then I heard a girl singing. I went there and I see what it was, and it was Lady Gaga and Metallica, and it was pretty awesome. And then a couple of minutes later, it was Lady Gaga. I mean, no, it was Miley Cyrus and Metallica. That stunk.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was really bad.
And I like her. I like her a lot.
Yeah, but that was bad. Yeah, there's certain things that lend itself, and you're like, oh, okay, that's good. But yeah, by the way, that was from 2017. Lady Gaga and Metallica.
Oh,
An
I didn't
oldie
know.
but a goodie.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. If you didn't see it, go search it. That's what YouTube is for. And us, Joe. We're on the YouTube.
That's right. Like and sub, everybody.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story: President Donald Trump on Sunday did not dismiss the idea of pursuing a third term in the White House, despite the 22nd Amendment and the Constitution prohibiting it, claiming that, quote, there are methods to achieving this, and emphasizing that he was not joking. A lot of people want me to do it. But my thinking is... A lot of people want me to do it. My thinking is we have a long way to go. I'm focused on the current, Trump said in a phone interview with NBC News' Kristen Welker on Sunday. The 22nd Amendment to the Constitution, which is ratified in 1951, states, quote, no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice.
Yes. But if it's the one thing about our Constitution that makes it so special is that it's able to be changed with the times. And I'm not saying that it should happen. It could happen. Anything is possible.
You saw Hillary Clinton laughing when he said he was going to change it to the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
Laughing. A woman that's been in politics more than half of her life laughed at that.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? Gulf of America.
Gulf of America.
Of America. Well, because I do remember at the beginning, when he was elected, like this came up, and they were basically saying that for any, because how they were going to word it or change it, or the workaround was basically if you served and then there was someone in between you, basically Biden, and then you get back in, then therefore you don't have enough time. So to be able to go through with your plans and everything like that, and
yeah, you hope to have 2 terms to complete your goals, but and the fact that his service was interrupted does not change the Constitution. It's not 2 terms concurrent. It's just two terms altogether.
I am aware of that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that was their method. That was their lawyering to get around it.
Yeah, I mean, look, there can be other ways. I mean, there's things you can do to change it. Will he be able to change it? I don't know. The problem that the Republicans have is even if Donald Trump does such a great job that he's winning people over. I mean, look at Fetterman is leaning out of the Democratic Party and into Bill Maher is going to visit the White House this week. I mean, there's a lot of things that are people are like, okay, well, I don't love him. He's crazy, but he is doing this and he is doing that. The more people you win over, just say it looks like that's going to happen.
Tariffs, wonderful tariffs.
If there's some sort of, if all of a sudden Elon Musk comes out and Donald Trump says through Doge, we've saved $1 trillion and we're on mark to save $2 more trillion by next year. And therefore, this will alleviate the debt and this, that, and all of a sudden, there's something massive. Everybody's going to be like, "Well, this guy. We should let this guy do it again." No. And they'll find ways. They'll find ways.
You start giving people money.
Yeah,
they're going to love it.
Yeah.
Everybody gets $300, $500, whatever this that. Everyone's going to be like, "Yeah, it's not that bad. He's not that bad."
The problem is, I don't care how good things are. I don't see JD Vance as getting into the White House ever. I didn't know. He's just an awful human being.
Yeah.
He's an awful person. He's caught already too many times whining off Mike. I can't wait to see all that stuff come back and bite him in the ass. I'm sure that this is a big troll by Trump. Trump, and don't ever tell him that he can't do something, because that's the first way he's going to say he can do it. Is when you tell him he can't change something and can't do something, that's the first thing.
I don't think he's trolling. I think he fought to stay in office last time. He's going to fight to stay in office this time.
You might be right. Might be right.
I mean, that's just what he does.
Yeah. Must be a good gig.
Yeah.
Loves it.
Now, here's the other thing. I like the guy. I voted for him twice now. And I'm just pretty honest about things. I tell you when I think some stuff is crazy. Like I don't know everything. I'm an average citizen, but I see sometimes they do some stuff and I can't understand why they do it, and it doesn't seem to make any sense. So this was something I was reading about this weekend. I never had a problem with the fact that Joe Biden, Barack Obama, or any of the presidents would go to Camp David, would go to their home wherever they do their stuff. I have no problem that Trump goes to Mar-a-Lago. He doesn't like the White House. It's not nearly as big as his palatial estate in Mar-a-Lago.
No golf course.
He's got his friends on there. He's got his golf course on there. The guy likes all the presidents love the golf.
Yeah.
I don't think Biden was much of a golfer, but Obama loved the golf.
Not as good as Trump. Trump would destroy him.
Yeah. Well, that's probably true. Yeah. But seriously, I don't have a problem with them going to Mar-a-Lago. But one of the things that was pointed out this weekend is how much all these trips cost them. That they cost millions and millions of dollars, because in addition to flying Air Force One, you then have to fly all the presidential motorcade over there as well.
Yeah.
So everywhere he goes, it's costing millions and millions of dollars for the president to travel. And here they are in Doge trying to save money, and then they have to, they're spending millions and millions of dollars just because he has to go golf every weekend. That's something that kind of bugs me, and that's something that I would like to raise my hand and be like, I have a question. You're looking to save some money. You're costing us $5 million a trip every time you go to Florida. Well, how can we alleviate that?
You know how I solved that? You put a golf course on the grounds of the White House that it's secured, so he can go on there all the time.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's not enough room there, and the other thing is, wouldn't it be easier to just have a second motorcade and leave that motorcade in Florida? So when he flies there,
you still have to advance it and have local police help out and pay and do all that
Secret
stuff.
Service,
Secret Service.
That's the cost of being the president. I mean, the president travels wherever he travels. You're going to have that stuff. But if it's someplace where you're going to go back and forth to constantly, I'm sure that we have more than one vehicle.
Yeah.
Put the second set of vehicles down in Florida so that they're there for him during his presidency. And then if they have to move it to New York for some reason, they could fly the one from Florida up to New York. I just think that'd be a simple thing, but I don't really know.
They're saying each trip costs about $4 million,
right, and
per weekend.
Per weekend, and the amount of times that he goes back and forth to Florida at $4 million a pop seems to be a little bit ridiculous.
I think they said so far it's upwards of like $30 million.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's insane.
But when you're saving trillions, that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Mar-a-Lago compared to the White House is like a palace.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's why.
But then make the decision to be president or not be president, or if you're not going to be in the White House a lot, then just say, hey, look, I'm doing it from here. I'm staying here.
Right, and they don't have to. They don't have to be in the White House. Like, he doesn't have to stay in the residence. He doesn't have to do that. And, I mean, we all know that you don't actually have to work from wherever you work anymore.
Tell me about it.
Everybody knows that.
Well, they say Melania doesn't even stay there because she thought the White House was a dump when she first got there. Yeah,
That's so
you go from
crazy.
Trump Tower to the White House. I'm sure it's very small compared to that. It's definitely compared to Mar-a-Lago with gold toilets and stuff.
Right.
And we know that like the taxpayers' dollars are going for that. Like he's not footing that bill.
Yeah.
Because,
No.
okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm just making sure because again, he said, like his whole what was it? His whole president's salary, like he didn't take that.
Yeah, but that's only $400,000.
Yeah.
She already showed the check the other day of he gives away the salary to organizations.
Right.
So yeah, but that's $400,000 as opposed to $4 million a weekend.
Yeah, I didn't know if he claimed that he was footing that bill though. Is what I was asking.
Yeah.
I didn't know
But
if
see,
that came out.
The
Or
problem is that there's so many people that have to travel with him. He would be losing his ass if he was spending $4 million a weekend to go golfing.
Yeah,
he'd be doing that. He'd be going crazy.
This is wild. The second game of the new MLB season saw New York Yankees put up a historic offensive performance. The Yankees blew out the Milwaukee Brewers 20-9 on
Torpedoes.
Saturday, thanks to a franchise record 9 home runs. Aaron Judge hit 3 of them and came about 3 feet short of a 4th homer in late innings. 9 home runs were 1 short of the MLB record. The Yankees have hit 15 home runs in their first 3 games. Early in Saturday's home barrage, the Yes Network's broadcast showed a new style of bat several Yankees are using this season. Essentially, the Yankees moved the barrel of the bat a little further down and closer to the label, which is where the hitters tend to make contact. Former Yankees infielder Kevin Smith explained the new bat shape, called the torpedo, was designed by someone in the team's front office. It's pretty straightforward. The torpedo is intended to decrease misses and increase barreled balls.
I wonder why it took him so long to come up with this.
So, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, you're a Yankees fan, so you're going to be like,
No, I believe it should be available for all the teams. I mean, the Yankees came up with it, but all the teams should be able to use it. People want to see home runs getting hit. And if you're within the legality of Major League Baseball by keeping the width of the bat the same, but just the structure below and above it, it's legal.
Here's the thing that I thought. Not any team baseball fan.
Right.
Sorry, we're smarter than you.
Yeah. But also, they didn't own the patent on it. I mean, you can go make your own bets. Go do what you got to do.
And it is within the regulations
Yes.
of Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
It says and how it is and stuff and everything. It's totally legal.
Yep.
Everyone's losing their mind about it. And it's like, sorry that we decided to do it. You know, you do still have to hit it. It's not like these are magical bats that are, doing stuff.
They're putting the thickness of the bat in the
sweet
spot where you hit the ball.
Yeah.
And it's causing the ball to sail further.
Yeah.
And that is something that they should have thought of a long time ago.
But also, even if you went back 5 years ago and took those bats as opposed to the bats in the 70s, the bats 5 years ago are so much more advanced than the bats
lighter.
in the 70s. They're always advancing. They're always changing and stuff. So now they have these new torpedo bats. Yeah, go get yourself a torpedo bat because it's good.
Yeah. Oh, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's been great. I mean, 9 home runs, first 3 at-bats, home runs.
First
I mean,
3
that's
at-bats.
that way to start the season.
120 years of baseball, and right away they break the record.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Instantly. The other guys are using them. Like there's a dude from the Rays that used it over the weekend too. Like, other teams are also using them, but the Yankees kind of seem to dial it in.
Could you imagine if you bet for the first 3 batters to get home runs, consecutive home runs, how much that would be? That would be so crazy.
And now everybody's going to be betting over on home runs.
Sure.
They're going to be hitting dingers left and right. It's wild. It is wild. And the ease that they're doing it too. Also, you have to understand that Aaron Judge is a monster.
Right. He's been hitting home runs. It's not like surprise.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's hitting home runs. He's like whenever the Space Jam, the aliens come down, they're huge and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine Aaron Judge is. Did I say Rogers? Yeah, it's crazy though. So sorry, the Yankees are smarter than you guys. Go get a torpedo bat.
Like most fun things, they'll probably outlaw it very soon.
I would imagine, yeah. But like Mike said, people want to see home runs. You want to see home runs. The fact that the game was 20-9, can you imagine the Brewers? 9 runs in a game is really
That's
good.
great,
right?
yeah.
It's really good. You got more than doubled though.
Yeah, I forget who it was over the weekend with the Rays who used the torpedo bat, and I think he singled out.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
really?
it's not always a home run. Yeah.
No, it's not. You still have to make proper contact and you got to swing. Give any of us a torpedo bat. We're not hitting home runs.
And they say these have been around too. This is not like new this year. There was, I guess, there were a couple players that used them last year too.
I don't.
But it was a guy from the Yankees that created it.
Yeah, I guess
Some
he's
MIT dude.
dialed it in over the
Yeah.
offseason.
Wow, that's so funny.
Has anybody been to a Rays game yet?
No, I saw John Brennan one.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
John Brennan's wife put up a picture on Instagram, and I sent her a little fireball emoji.
Oh,
I micro cheated with her.
Throwing the fireballs.
Yeah, throwing them like crazy.
Yeah.
Duke heads to the men's Final Four, made up of all number 1 seeds, as the favorite to win the national championship. Florida is the second favorite, followed by Houston and then Auburn. Last 4 teams standing, Duke, Houston, Florida, and Auburn, will battle it out at the Alamo Dome as the NCAA tournament crowns a national champion for the 2024-25 season. The Final Four will begin in the national semifinals on Saturday, April 5th, and the national championship game will be 2 days later on Monday, April 7th. All 3 games will air live on CBS, so you have number 1 Auburn versus number 1 Florida. That will happen at 6:09.
Florida will win that game.
I believe so too. And then you have number 1 Duke against number 1 Houston
And Duke will win that game.
at 8:49. I believe so as well. Yeah, Duke's the favorite to win. Old Cooper Flag, man. Cooper Flag, young Cooper Flag.
I think the Gators are going to beat Duke.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, I would put some money on it because you could win some good money off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It's wild. So yeah, all 4 teams number 1 seeds in the Final Four. Speaking of the Final Four, ladies are doing it too.
Ladies
Tampa
play basketball?
Tampa is making NCAA tournament history as Tampa will be the first to host the NCAA Women's Final Four 4 times. Basketball action will take over Amalie Arena on April 4th and 6th as fans from across the nation come to downtown to show their school spirit. Currently, UCLA and South Carolina are set to play in Tampa. UConn faces USC, and Texas faces TCU for the final 2 spots happening today. The action begins on Friday, April 4th. The 2 national semifinal games are at 7 and 9:30 p.m., both airing on ESPN. The excitement continues on Sunday, April 6th, when the Division I national title game tips off at 3 p.m. on ABC. So if you want to see some women's Final Four, get downtown.
Do you guys
Amalie
watch
Arena.
the women's Final Four with the same interest that you watch the WNBA?
No, I will be honest that I don't. But you do see who's going to be coming out, who's going to be,
Right.
some of the top picks for the
Stars
WNBA.
of tomorrow?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got you.
yeah. So you got that stuff going on. But
Is
no,
WNBA playing right now?
no, not currently.
Okay.
Not currently.
May.
They're back up in May.
Yeah.
All right.
Be ready to go.
I might ride the might hop on the train.
You gonna pick a team?
You got to pick a team.
Oh, come on. I'm going to go Caitlin Clark like everybody else.
All right.
By the way, I don't know if I said this on air or not, but they had the WNBA players and they were talking about who they get that they look like. Did I talk about this?
No.
The one girl, Brink, whatever her name,
Yeah.
she was like Cameron Diaz. A lot of people say she goes, I don't necessarily see it. She does a little bit. Another girl was like some other girl, and then the one girl goes. A lot of people say Pete Davidson, but I don't see it. But it's the one that I said looks like Pete Davidson. She totally looks like Pete Davidson.
Oh, that's not that's not good.
Yeah, and
that's
she's
not
like,
good.
She's like, I don't see it. Then why say
Oh,
it?
she sees it.
Why are you even
She
saying
sees
it?
it.
At least
She
he's got a
sees
sense
it.
of humor.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even like a funny thing. It wasn't like I don't see it. It was like a lot of people say Pete Davidson. I don't see it. And I'm like, I sure do.
Will you send it to me? Do you have a picture?
Yeah. Oh, I gotta find it.
Oh, don't go. I thought you had it in your hand there.
Yeah, no. When
Yeah, I see it.
you know who it is?
Hold on. She plays for the for Los Angeles.
Yes,
Oh man, that's
because I showed it to you guys before, and we were like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
she totally looks like. Pete
that's like
Davidson.
if you're a woman, you don't want to look like Pete Davidson. That's like saying I look like Ernest Borgnine.
Right.
You know, it's the
Why even say it?
for a man. Well, because she knows it's true and she
No,
doesn't want
but
to
I-
hide from it.
Well, but why you bring it up? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Derica Hamby.
Yes.
She's got pea face.
She's got Pete face. Different Pete. But she's got Pete face. That's funny.
There you can see. There's
The girl in the front there.
yes.
I don't think she's so bad. I don't think she looks like Pete Davidson. I mean, I see it.
Little
I
bit,
see
yeah, a
it. I
little
see
bit.
it now. For a second, I thought the actual Pete Davidson picture was a girl, and I went, "Oh my god, she looks just like him." Derica
Yeah.
Hamby.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty
She
bad.
does. There's some other pictures.
Because she's got like the nostrils and the big
Yeah.
teeth. And she's
Like you could say, oh, that's Pete Davidson's sister.
100%. Or that's Pete Davidson in a new movie where he's in drag.
Plays
yeah.
a lady.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Not really the butthole eyes though.
Nah, but kind of
look-
weird.
Yeah. It's more like the nose and the mouth.
Where are you getting that? If you're her, Reddit. Like, where are you finding out?
I'm sure.
Yeah, social media.
Social media.
Social media and radio shows. Just saying, hey, check out this chick. She looks like Pete Davidson.
Oh, it's miserable. How sad that must be for her.
Here, I'm going to send you. This is a good one of her looking a lot like Pete Davidson. Just on the court, just hanging out. Look at that. That
Oh,
is
let me
full
see.
on Pete Davidson. Oh, yeah. My dad died.
Oh yeah, that's pretty
Right?
awful.
Oof.
That's pretty awful.
Rough.
She also looks like Admiral Akbar a little bit.
I have a hot or not for you guys. A man and woman ran afoul of the law when they were caught having sex on a grave in a local cemetery, which is listed on the National Register of Historic Places.
Can you do that?
Have sex on a grave?
Oh, I'd be so weirded out.
Yeah, no. Can normal people do that? Probably not. But yeah, they're probably into it and stuff. Who knows?
I don't even like to walk on them.
Right.
You know, when you were over there. It's
I
just-
think that's something you're specifically going to
Do
do.
it, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's not like, oh, hey, we started getting randy in the cemetery.
Yeah.
You know, a trooper with canine stopped to give the dog a rest break and spotted a white Nissan parked in front of the cemetery with the windows down and no one in the immediate area. A search of the vehicle turned up a purse which belonged to a woman identified as 46-year-old Stephanie Wegman. The purse contained 2 pill bottles. One had 20 oxycodone in there. Other troopers who were also present observed a white male and female at the rear of the cemetery engaged in sexual activity on top of unknown grave number 43.
Question.
Yeah.
They could just go in her car and look in her purse and look at what bottle she has?
I think if it's an abandoned car and the windows
Was
are
it
down.
abandoned or was it just
Well, I'm saying if nobody's around and there's
so
just a
looking
car.
to see whose car
I
it was?
guess, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
If it's unlocked, I don't know. Like,
And if it's open and you see the pill bottles in there, maybe.
And you're also on private property.
Oh, that too. Yeah. So
Yeah, but but you're visiting a gravesite.
Lock
But
your
in the
car.
middle of the night,
Oh, it's in the middle of the night.
right?
no, it doesn't say middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with
All right.
that, whatever. But the troopers approached a couple who went back to their vehicle, obtaining clothing. Wegman, who has prior criminal history, did not have prescription for the pills. She was arrested on several drug charges and booked without bond at the detention center. So she is 46 years old, having sex on a grave out in the middle of nowhere, and she got busted and had oxycodone in her purse. Her name is Stephanie Wegman. Mike Calta, hot or not?
You know, you say 46, and I think that's pretty old. I'm almost 10 years older than that.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Oof.
Oof. I got your oof right here.
Dolls.
All right.
She's on the oxys, and she's in a grave, and then, no, I see she can't be. There's no way. There's no way she's hot.
No way. Gio, what do you think?
Yeah, going for the 6 foot under club, and she's got pill head. No way she's hot.
No way.
Gross, nasty.
All right, 2 no ways. Carmen, what do you think?
just 47 alone.
46.
Excuse me, 46 and
dare
having and having sex in a
Yeah.
cemetery. No way.
Yeah. All right. So everybody says not hot for this one. Take a look at your phones and look on Bone TV there.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, not hot.
but not as.
She's not hot.
She has potential.
She does. Different path in life. She's
Had
decent.
potential, maybe.
I bet, yeah, if she'd like on her Instagram, you know what I mean? Because it's also a mugshot.
Right.
You
So-
guys are, no way.
No. Listen,
no,
listen
she's
to
not
what
hot.
I'm saying, Gio. Not hot.
Yeah.
A
I don't-
different path in life.
I can fix her up.
She's much better than this.
She's about 20 grand away from being a B,
Maybe.
an 8.
I think a good night's sleep and some makeup.
Yeah.
And a pressure
I
washer.
mean, an IV. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something. Somebody get the spackle out.
A man in Oregon says that someone keeps leaving large gallon-sized bottles of urine inside his recycling bin. The police say that this is a crime, but the person hasn't been caught yet.
I wonder why. I wonder why this guy.
Just messing with the dude.
Or is it like is somebody emptying their bag or something?
Maybe.
And they,
Maybe it's like a homeless guy.
yeah, maybe.
But why keep on putting it in
In
this
this guy's thing,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Plus, how do you know it's urine? You open it up, you take a little sniff.
I think you could look at something and pretty much say this is
Yeah.
either gasoline or urine,
Yeah.
and I don't want to take a chance.
I'm going to guess this isn't lemonade. You know? A woman is suing American Airlines after allegedly being forced to sit next to a man who pleasured himself for nearly an hour on the flight.
Now, why are you forced to sit next to him?
Well, that's your assigned
no
seat,
seat.
whatever.
No,
So you
no,
sit-
but I'm in the seat, and the guy starts whipping off next to me. First thing I do is get up.
while crew members refuse to do anything about it. So she said, "Hey, yo, check this out." And the guys, and they didn't stop him, didn't do anything about it.
I bet
That's
he-
on the crew.
He must have
Yeah.
been covered up. I bet he was covered up, but doing that.
Maybe.
Like they probably didn't. When she called the people over there, he was like, "I'm not doing anything."
Yeah,
I mean, maybe she's crazy.
could be.
Maybe the guy wasn't doing anything.
Or maybe he totally was and they didn't do anything.
Now I know what I can get away with on a plane.
Wait a minute.
Mile High Club. Is it a Mile High Club if you do it yourself?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Yeah, like don't you think like they would restrain him if he doesn't stop or something?
Why am I duct taped?
Yeah.
I don't know what the. I mean, if anything, you'd have to move that woman out of the seat, and then you'd have to have authorities waiting for him when he lands.
Mm.
You got
I
to
don't-
prove that he was doing it.
Well, I mean, if she's the only one who saw it, all you gotta do is stand there for a minute.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's covered up under like a blanket or something.
I got to tell you, all the crazy different stuff with people getting kicked off planes, the entitlement that people think that they have on a plane when they buy a ticket, that there's no way that they could be removed from the plane. Even when a police officer comes on there and they say, we have to remove you from the plane. Good luck. You're not going. There's 9 of us. You don't think we're going to be able to rip you off this plane? But one of the best ones ever in the world was this guy running his mouth, and the guy's filming, and the guy filming is such a smooth black dude. And he's like, dude, you don't want this. You don't want to do this. Just move along. And the guy's like, and doing, like, going at his camera and doing all this stuff and everything. And he goes, it's not going to end well for you, my man. He goes, just go back to your seat, whatever. Guy's running his mouth. Cut to this guy filming himself, and he goes, I tried to warn him. I told him this and that, whatever. Then police are taking the other dude off the plane, and he goes, my man, show him. And he turns around, his face is just covered in blood. And he goes, I told you. It's so good. Like, he must have felt so good. Like, he probably didn't pay for a drink for the rest of the trip.
I don't know if it's because I'm a fat guy or because I care about other people's comfort. But when I'm on a plane, I do whatever I can to not cause a problem for the seat next to me.
Yeah, you're just a courteous person.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's because I'm overweight. I don't want to make them uncomfortable in my seat. Like, I go out of my way. But I definitely, most of the time I fly in first class because it's more comfortable, and that certainly gives me my own radius over there. But I still look out for the person next to me to make sure I'm not impeding on their space in any way.
But I also, obviously, this isn't me. I would be like, get off the goddamn plane. But you want to go, listen, I get it. You're crazy. But you're going to make them take you off the plane, and then we're all going to have to get off the plane, and we're going to miss our flights and stuff, and you're being completely inconsiderate. Of course, you just want to go stab with the pen in their neck. But, it's unbelievable. You know how this is going to end. It's never going to go, oh, okay, you did a really good argument. Right. Stay on the plane. Right. That's never going to happen.
I've made eye contact with the flight attendant a couple of times after there was unruly passengers.
Like, just give me the nod?
For real. Like, I looked at it and I was like, and she just did not like, there's nothing we could do right now. Like, it's just a bunch of drunk people that are just talking a little loud. And sir, you need to keep it down. I don't need to keep it down. And I look at her and she goes, I'm paying your salary. Right. because I just don't. Anybody that's on the plane is a potential that tries to open the door. You know what I mean? So there's no way that I'm ever messing with that.
Yeah. The other day, probably for about 40 minutes, I just watched people arguing with cops and then getting tased. And it's the best thing because they'll be and they just fall to the ground.
A couple things. One, especially with police officers, is even if you're right about the law, he could be having a bad day or she could be having a bad day and go, you know what, not worth it, and tase you or shoot you or do something like that. But then also, all these people, and we'll get to Tesla stuff here in a few, but all these people with the protest and doing the different things, there's a guy standing there and this guy goes, blah, 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 and just knocks the guy's hat off. That guy's never been punched in the face before. And he doesn't think that there's going to be retaliation. And he did not know that the video I was watching, the guy's hat that he knocked off was a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. He found out when he was in a triangle and he was getting choked out and his face was so red that another guy was trying to push his head down. And the guy's explaining, he was talking over the video, and he's like, this guy clearly doesn't know anything about jiu-jitsu because he's trying to push this guy's head through my legs, which actually is putting more force on his neck.
The tase videos are so great because there's one I watched, and the guy's like, come on, man, I don't want to tase you. I'm going to tase. I bet he warned him 15, 20 times. Like, dude, don't make me tase you. Then finally he tased him. The guy's just drops.
Oh, my favorite's one that don't make me tase. Get the taser out before they get them. Yeah.
I can watch those all day long.
Yeah, but it's also, you sit there and you go, why does the cop keep telling him? Because the cop's good, and he's telling him 14, 15 times. I would be like, I'm going to tase you. 3, 2, 1, taser. Yeah.
But they know a lot of these people, they're either drunk or they got mental problems, and it's like you're trying to de-escalate.
How about this? Idaho's governor signed into law a bill that criminalizes the public exposure of breasts.
No.
Male breast altered to look like female breast, artificial breast, toys, or products that resemble genitals like truck nuts. Truck nuts I'm on board with. Get those out of here.
Yeah, truck
Outlaw truck nuts?
Yeah.
So anything that looks like, but what about women that are breastfeeding? No,
You're
you
out.
can't do that.
Yeah,
That's
you
ridiculous.
would think that you wouldn't be able to do that.
It's the most precious of a transfer of food from a mother's teats to the child.
Yeah.
It's precious. That's not something that needs to be covered up.
Remember in me, myself, and Irene, when Jim Carrey sees the girl breastfeeding on the park bench?
No, I don't know.
Oh, he partakes.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Well, remember on Instagram there were the girls with the fake dolls.
Oh yeah, that's so wild. They,
That is so crazy.
fake babies so they could show their boobs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's brilliant.
It is. I mean, don't.
Those are
Don't
workarounds.
tell.
It's a
You
hell of a
gotta-
loophole.
You got workarounds.
Yeah.
You know, like that's part of the problem. Is there anybody that has a problem with a woman breastfeeding?
Yes.
You do?
No, I don't.
Oh no, I'm
other-
asking in here. Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
I don't
not
care.
in here. Yeah, who cares?
Most women that breastfeed have the breastfeeding blanket. Also, they put it on top. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less if my kids were there. I don't. It's nothing about it is sexual.
I do go out of my way to not look.
Yes, which usually ends up with me looking.
Right.
Because I'll be looking and I'll go, oh, is that woman breastfeeding? Why am I still staring at it? I can't.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to look, but I want to look.
I'm consciously making sure that I don't look by mistake.
Yes.
I wish I drank coffee so I could go over and be like, get a little.
A shot of cream.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know breastfeeding versus bottle feeding. How long breastfeeding? But if you have an 8-year-old kid and he's breastfeeding, that's weird.
That is
That's
weird.
Yes.
Oh,
That
for
is weird.
sure.
Yeah.
When he can ask for it,
Yeah.
you know,
That is a little weird.
that's so weird. You see that all the time
Yeah.
too. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's
he's
crazy.
hungry. I don't. What am I going to do? Well, okay, maybe give him a peanut butter and jelly. A man in Texas has filed a civil lawsuit against the man accused of keying his Tesla, citing emotional distress. Not a related note, a woman here in Florida is facing a felony charge of vandalism for sticking a wad of gum on the door handle of a Tesla, causing $2,600 in damages.
Jeez.
Even if it caused no damages.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
leave it
not
alone.
your vehicle. It's not your. And what do you think you're doing? And is this person that owns this vehicle, did they do something so bad to you that or you were just mad at Elon Musk? So you're going to take it out on the person that bought this car trying to save gas money?
By the way, the person who bought this car bought an electric vehicle.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were all happy about that. Bought an American-made electric vehicle, and now because you don't like this guy because he has billions and billions and billions of dollars, that you're going to take it out on them. You know the radio host Michael Savage?
Yeah.
I saw a video of Michael Savage out there talking to these people, and they're just everyone. So, and he goes, "Look at you, you communist." He goes, "Look at you idiots." He goes, "What are you mad because the guy's successful, you losers?" And he's just yelling at everyone.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't get it. My wife strongly dislikes Elon Musk and doesn't believe that he belongs there. She does no way endorses going to destroy the cars of citizens who had nothing to do with where the guy is today. Had nothing to. There are plenty of people, I'm sure, driving Teslas for the sake of having an electric car that couldn't not care less about Elon Musk.
You guys out there still driving Volkswagens?
Yeah, exactly.
Be careful.
Exactly.
Be careful.
I never, and I'm glad that they're prosecuting these people. Gum on a handle should be treated the same way as somebody who keys a car. It's still vandalism. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's
And
wild.
I saw that video of that guy walking through just keying cars, and that's somebody else's property. Somebody paid for that. Somebody worked hard to get those things, and now you're just walking by destroying it. That's awful.
Also, what is your life? What is your life
Yeah.
if you're out
If you're
there?
firebombing these cars, that's a different story. Then you're just a terrorist. If you're somebody out there who made a chemical concoction so you can go throw it at a line of Teslas and you're a different kind of person. You're a person who needs to go to jail. The other people need to be punished for it, but I mean, firebombs should be putting people in jail for a long time.
Yeah. Today is National Farm Workers Day.
God
So-
bless the farm workers.
Yeah. Say good job.
Good job, farm workers. Thank you.
What farm worker? I mean, strawberries, obviously. A lot of strawberries.
Oh, I mean, there's cattle that's on the farm. There's all that,
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch. It's an area in which I have zero expertise, and thankfully somebody else does the work.
That's not true. You had some beans and stuff going for a while, didn't you? Didn't you have
I had peppers.
Oh, peppers.
Peppers,
What
yeah.
happened?
Wouldn't
What
quite.
happened to the pepper?
I don't know, Joe. I think maybe the deer got them.
Maybe. Well, we plant them again, Michael.
Yeah. Oh, I've replanted.
Okay.
Yeah, I've replanted. But the deer are pretty violent.
They're a nuisance animal.
They are.
The deer
Yeah.
can't. They're not a nuisance animal. I can't take them down.
I think your raccoon was pretty violent last night because there was trash everywhere. When we
Was
walked
there
up-
really?
Yeah, we walked up this morning.
Yeah,
God damn
I
it.
saw it out there.
And they really got into it.
It's because my wife keeps feeding the goddamn thing.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. And
what's his name? Rocky?
No,
Random?
Elliot.
Yeah.
She's named the raccoon. She's got the raccoon, and she leaves cat food out for the raccoon. So now the raccoon's coming and bringing the possum, and the possum's bringing the squirrel, and I got
bad news.
No.
yeah.
Your wife, the therapist, needs to take a deep dive because I just thought of something.
Okay.
Remember when she said baboons were in her room?
Yeah, there was a raccoon in her room. You
I
think
wonder
this
if
is
there's
why?
some sort of
Well, my
suppressed
wife-
childhood dream of having a raccoon again.
When my wife was a baby, a raccoon kept getting in through a fire duct, from an old chimney, kept getting in her room when she was a little baby, and she couldn't say raccoon. And she kept telling her parents that there were baboons in her room, and they would just laugh it off. But she was trying to tell them it was a raccoon. I wonder if that has anything to do with it, Calvin. I'm gonna bring that up.
Right?
I'm gonna bring that up to her today.
Okay.
Something like she's trying to get a hold of her childhood again.
Yeah.
By
She's
feeding
always
the
wanted
raccoon.
raccoons because the
She's
raccoon
afraid
used to visit her in the bedroom.
Right.
She's worried the kids are going to be leaving soon.
Yep.
You know,
man.
empty nesting.
Need something to take care of. Take care of a raccoon.
Yeah.
Joe, I used to be worried about empty nesting. Now I can't wait for these kids to get out of here.
I'm with you. 100%,
Too much.
Michael.
Too much. Especially Joey. Let's go. You're pushing an extra year now. Time to get out. That kid's driving me nuts with his hair and his.
We talked about this at the beginning of the show. Morgan Wallen created a stir this weekend when he walked off the Saturday Night Live stage in the middle of the credits. When they do the good nights at the end, everybody sticks around, hugs, and shakes hands. Hey, good job. You did it. I was funny in that, guys. Yeah.
That's how we end this show.
Sources say it was an honest mistake, but it looked like he just wanted to get out of there.
I believe that.
Both are acceptable.
If he had walked off to the side, I don't think anybody would have even noticed.
Yeah, I think that was the thing. Is he walked right at the camera,
Yeah.
and then the camera like cut away and stuff. So it looked weird because you've never seen that before. Everybody usually stays on stage and does this stuff. There is a great still shot of Kenan Thompson and one of the other girls, the cast members, and they're both like,
Yeah.
where's he going?
Well, like they were speculating because he got kicked off Saturday Night Live before the
Right,
past.
because of the
COVID restrictions.
COVID stuff, whatever, and he was out partying the night before. Or
Yeah.
something.
So
But he's been on since then.
I think
Has
so.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on like 2 months after they did that.
Maybe he doesn't like them. Maybe he just had to pee. Maybe he just was walking the wrong way.
Well, I got to be honest with you. He seems like the type that would not fit in with that type of very.
Yeah.
I don't know, but can I just tell you something? We know a lot of those people. They're all the same douchebags we are. You know what I mean? Like they appear because they're on TV, like they're Hollywood types and they're liberals and all that stuff, but not all of them
Oh
are.
no! I'm saying because like who though? Like I watched the 50 thing, the writers now and stuff and everything. Every one of those writers seems like
Oh,
boy.
really?
Yeah, I mean, like who do we know that's on there now that we? I mean, between Jay and Jost.
Yeah.
And then I guess Morgan Wallen posted on his social media, need to get back to God's country.
Yeah.
Right.
And a picture of his private jet.
I think he probably just doesn't like New York.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
All right, well, let's not get crazy now.
He doesn't like New York type, and you know
Yeah.
that.
The same way John Rocker did.
The legendary actor Richard Chamberlain, the star of the Thornbirds and the original Shogun miniseries, died on Saturday. He would have been 91 today, actually. Today's
Gay.
birthday, yeah.
Gay, and I say that because when he was on television, all the girls loved him.
Which, by the way, totally would be canceled. Think about Shogun.
White samurai.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
and-
wasn't that the whole
but he had like the makeup and stuff. You're thinking of
kung fu?
Kung Fu.
No, but I didn't see Shogun. I just assumed he was a white samurai. Like I don't know the story.
But he was playing Japanese, I believe.
Yeah, but was he playing Japanese or was he playing a white guy? Like that's I don't know. I always thought he was.
I thought that he had the like makeup done where he
Yeah,
looked.
I mean, I could be wrong, Galvin. I just always assumed he was a white guy. That was what the whole show was about. But I don't know.
I'm looking. Maybe not. Maybe I was thinking of somebody else. But
Kung
yeah.
Fu looked more Asian than he did American.
Well, and then Breakfast at Tiffany's, Mickey Rooney was very
no, that's different.
made up too.
Yeah, but
or John Wayne and Genghis Khan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then there
I mean, he does look a little kind of, got the look.
Yeah.
yeah, but I
But
don't
he
know the
looks like
story
that
of
too.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know the story. I thought the story was a white guy learns how to be samurai. Not
Did he talk like that?
yeah.
Like that.
I mean,
Whenever you talk about a samurai, that's how you talk.
I am the Shogun. These are not Asian stereotypes.
But he was Dr. Kildare, very handsome doctor in the 60s.
Yeah.
And all the girls were falling in love with him, but he had no interest in the girls.
Mm.
He loved the samurai sword.
Still look pretty good at 90.
Richard
good,
Chamberlain did not play an Asian character in Shogun, so he was not supposed to be Asian or anything. So I think I'm thinking of something else, whatever. But there has been times where they do that and stuff, but not Richard Chamberlain.
No.
So good job, Richard Chamberlain. He is would have been 91 today.
Not
As
canceled.
Mr. Miyagi would say, hi. Hi.
No points, right? Nobody had.
No, I'm surprised that at 90 years old, he slipped through the cracks.
Yeah.
Gene Shalit had a birthday the other day.
Oh yeah.
That guy's like 97.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he just had a birthday.
Oh,
He's on the list.
he can have a birthday.
I think I have him.
Jessica Simpson. She drinks a Chinese herbal cocktail to preserve her voice.
I heard about this. It's to keep her vocal cords in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a singer, you really care. Like John Bon Jovi has throat problems. It's ending his whole career. If you're a singer, you want to preserve your voice as long as you can.
Right. They have a lot of different like sprays, and they have different warm-ups and different stuff that they can do. Yeah, to try and help the longevity of their voice and stuff.
Where would you draw the line?
Yeah. Her Chinese herbal cocktail that she uses, Jessica Simpson, to preserve her voice, is a cocktail that includes snake sperm.
Yeah. Like if you didn't tell me and I didn't know, I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? But it must be really good. Like, I mean, it must be working really well.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't know, is she still singing? I haven't heard Jessica sing.
I haven't heard anything.
No, I think she had a bunch of kids. And
yeah.
I don't even.
She got fat.
Is she doing anything, Carmen? I know she had like, didn't she have a purse or a shoe line or clothing or something?
She has
for
a
while?
whole clothing line.
Yeah. So is she just pretty much doing that now? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to imagine.
That was one of the first reality shows. And that was my favorite because she was so hot when she was on that show. So hot and so dumb. It was wonderful. I would watch it every day. I was at the country station and we had a couple of TVs in the studio and MTV would just show that show over and over again. That's all I would watch.
What was the big "you're an idiot" line off of that show?
When she wasn't sure if Star-Kissed tuna was chicken of the sea or it was chicken or it was tuna. Yeah.
Which isn't that far of a jump. Like, it's not that huge. Like, I get it that it's tuna. It says tuna right there. But the whole slogan was chicken of the sea.
Yeah. You're an idiot if you can't figure out what that means.
No, but also, you're young and whatever this, that. If the thing's called chicken of the sea and you go, wait, is it chicken or is it tuna?
Oh,
everyone was like, what an idiot.
Yeah, she was an idiot. That's a moronic thing to say. I bet you my stupid kids, if you asked them, they would say the same thing. They would be like, so is it chicken or is it tuna?
She's not much older than your kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she was probably like 20 years old when it was filmed.
That's true.
Right, that's the whole thing. I was like, I mean, yeah, it's dumb, but it's not like world-ending dumb. Like, people were losing their minds.
It's not like she asked if it was steak.
You
know what I mean? Like,
she was so hot. I was like, "Ooh, she's so cute."
Right,
she's so cute, and she says dumb
She was
stuff.
22.
Okay.
When the show was filmed.
All right. She was, Gio, did you watch that or were you?
Yeah, I remember watching it.
She was so, that was right before Ozzy Osbourne's show. She was like the first real reality show.
Yeah, I remember, and Nick Lachey was on there.
Yeah, Nick Lachey actually came across like I felt bad for him, and he had a lot to put up with.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I get it. I love her, but she's dumb.
But she's so hot.
And she's so hot, but she's dumb, and she's got everybody like she's a superstar. He just couldn't he couldn't hang with that.
Because at that time, for hot chicks, it was Britney, Christina, and Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Right.
So you've got one of the top 3 hottest.
Jessica Simpson was super hot. Christina Aguilera can really sing.
Yeah.
And Britney was already a mess. So
Mandy Moore was in
Yeah,
that kind of
she was
group.
there for a minute.
She was a
there
little
for a
bit
minute.
younger.
She was
Yeah.
younger, yeah.
I remember that was the year I went to the MTV Awards and I saw Jessica Simpson, Mandy Moore, and Britney Spears go to the bathroom together to do cocaine. I just assumed. I don't really know that they were doing that.
But yeah, Nick Lachey did very well for himself because he went
Sure.
from Jessica Simpson to Vanessa Manolo.
I would take Jessica Simpson over his current wife, but he didn't do too bad.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, and he, like I used to say that Nick Lachey was the kind of guy where like when he's like 50 something, will be living at the Playboy Mansion. No problem. Like, but I didn't think he'd get married so quick and find another hot chick.
Yeah, he doesn't seem as much of a player guy like that, though.
No,
I think
just
he
thought
was more religious.
I think he was
Isn't-
just one of those guys that's like to be around hot chicks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Right.
Viola Davis admits that she was judgmental when she saw Chadwick Boseman getting special treatment on the set of Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Right.
She had no idea he had cancer at the time.
Yeah,
and that he was dying of cancer. Which, do you remember? He was dying of cancer and he was super skinny. And they had pictures of him and he was like visiting some kid in the hospital. And they're like, what's this crackhead doing in the hospital?
Oh, yeah.
And meanwhile, the dude's dying of cancer and he's still visiting other kids in the hospital and doing stuff. Yeah.
What
was
a shame
terrible.
that kid died so young, because he was such a good actor. He was so good in the Jackie Robinson movie. I mean, he was good as James Brown. Did you ever see
Yeah.
James
Yeah.
Brown movie? Yeah, he
And
was a good actor.
He was set up to play Black Panther for,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
going to make a ton of money. And,
He did a great job with Black Panther.
That's awesome.
He made that interesting to everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Too bad, man. Roger Daltrey says that he is going blind and deaf.
Like Tommy.
Tommy,
He
100%.
predicted his own fate.
He had quotes, fortunately, I still have my voice because then I'll have full Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah, but he can't. If you're deaf, you can't sing.
Start playing pinball. No.
No.
that's
If you're
definitely-
deaf, you're out.
Yeah.
I'd rather go deaf than blind.
Yeah. 100%.
You can operate alone if you're deaf.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're blind, you kind of need assistance.
Nervous Jared's blind now.
Is he fully
Is
blind?
he full on?
Like completely blind?
Pretty much, yeah.
That stinks.
I know he's
That
got a walking stick and stuff.
Especially because you started out with sight. So you know
Right,
what things
yeah.
look like. You
Right.
know what I mean? And then now it's gone. So you have to.
You know what he won't miss? His fat girlfriend.
Oh, it's actually his wife.
Oh my God.
Fat wife.
Oh, I don't know what she looks like.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the previous one.
Oh, way
Oh.
back. Oh, yeah,
Oh.
back
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
I don't know what his wife looks like now. Sorry, Jared. I wasn't
Yeah.
talking about your wife. I was talking about your
Yeah, he's been
previous
married
fat
now a
girlfriend.
couple years.
Oh, my bad. I don't know what she looks like.
You're talking
Yeah.
one that worked here.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh, man. You made her cry.
Me?
Yes.
How did I make her cry? I
I was at the
don't even know who she
Because you
is.
just called her his fat girlfriend.
Yeah, like today, if she cried, I get it, but I don't know what I did before.
At the time, I was working at night, and she was working with Mo and Johnny and me as screening phones. And earlier in the day,
So they have a phone screener and we didn't?
at the time, yeah.
Okay.
And I come into the studio, and she's like,
Shut up.
I swear, and she's crying before the show, and I go, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh, geez, what the hell's going on?" She's crying.
Hey,
And she was
wrong?
crying over what you had said earlier in the day. And I was like, oh, it's just Mike.
What did I say?
Yeah.
She's Jared's big fat girlfriend.
Yeah.
She said that the thing that got her the most was that you said that her private parts smelled like a dumpster.
How would I know? How would I know what they smell like?
I don't know. Because I go, what's the big deal? I go, Mike said crazy, bad things about everybody. He said dumb things about me. She's like, he said my private parts
Oh my
smelled
god!
like a dumpster.
How would I know that?
I have no idea.
Assume.
Why would I
assume.
say that?
I think that day you went pretty like heavy
On Jared?
on her and Jared. Maybe I don't know.
Was there? I mean, there had to be a reason. I
I
don't even
wonder
know the
if it
poor
was
girl.
whenever he backed out of the punch out.
Oh,
something.
maybe.
Yeah.
Something,
Maybe.
yeah. And she's just like bawling in the studio, and I'm like, oh geez. I'm like, well, do you want to go home?
What is her name?
Erica.
Erica. I'm sorry. I don't know what your privates smell like.
Yeah,
I don't have any idea, and I bet they smell like delicious roses,
No.
she said
wildflowers.
that was the one thing that stuck out that really got her upset.
I have no idea.
It was a whole list of things, but that was the one that really made her cry at
Put it over.
at 7:30 at night
I can't
from
remember.
a morning show that happened 10 hours prior.
I don't remember this at all. This is
Yeah.
a different time, Gio. This is a different time.
Listen, I was there to
Shock.
I was there to comfort her, I guess.
But I mean, honestly, if it was right after Nervous Jared bailed out of the punch out, I hated him. I hated his whole face.
You may,
But you
just
don't
throwing
need to be mean
haymakers.
to her.
She
didn't-
probably had something to do with it.
Mm,
I'm
I think you were
guessing.
just being mean.
Right.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
why I was
don't-
mad.
You're assuming a lot of things. You're assuming you were mad at Nervous Jared. You're assuming that she had something to do with it. And you're assuming that her private smelled like a dumpster.
Right. All three things may not be true,
Oh my.
or may be true.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do I know?
I
I've
don't-
never had a chance to.
She might not. She may have not even been with Jared at the time.
Then why would I talk about our privates?
I don't recall. I
think
know,
you might be remembering the story wrong. She might have heard it wrong.
No, I definitely. You can ask Mo and Johnny. They were there too.
Oh.
She was definitely with Jared
maybe
at the time. That's the only reason why Mike would have been.
It's upsetting.
Right.
to
Like,
her.
why would I say that about her? I think I was more probably trying to get Jared mad than I was trying to get her upset.
I wish I could remember. She may have done something.
Like, I genuinely feel bad now.
She may have done something or said something.
Well, then she might have earned it.
She was working on the station at the time.
Yeah, she might have deserved it. What did she say?
I don't recall. I can't remember.
Did she say that I have dolls?
No.
She said that I was old?
Yeah. But yeah, so that she was like just
Facts.
bawling.
Oh, I thought you were going to say fat. I was like, oh, way to add to it, Carmen. Way to add to it.
I was just saying, was she saying truthful things and then Mike got mad about
Yeah,
it?
like this is like 10 years ago now. At this
No,
point.
it's more than that.
Maybe more, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Erica.
Just bawling. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ. This is why
I'm sorry after I just said that good that the other guy's blind, nervous Jared's blind, so he doesn't have to see you're fat. But also sorry for that dumpster comment.
Yeah.
Different time.
I just remember coming in thinking it's bad enough. Like I hate that I'm working with Mo and Johnny at night. Nothing against them, but like, and now I got to deal with her. She's crying, blubbering in the corner. I go, what is my?
Oh, why is it got to be blubbering?
I go, what is
you got a pile
Why is it got to be
I'm
blubbering?
like, what has? I'm really. That was the time that I was really questioning my career. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to get out of radio.
Yeah.
I go, this is rock bottom. I got them coming in. I got her crying. Like
And they used to fight with each other all the time, right?
Joe or
Johnny B and Mo.
yeah, sometimes.
Didn't they like Mo not do any show prep and Johnny would get mad and
Yeah, I think they're just both. They both wanted to be hosts, and it was just you had two hosts on the show doing. You wanted to do their own things.
that's weird. That's interesting that they both thought that they were hosts.
Well, they both have been hosts for several years.
Yeah, but now
But
didn't
when
they
they're-
start out together?
Right. How
Well,
can you both be hosts if you're if you're doing the show together?
Yeah, but Mo had been a host for again many
Mo,
years.
Stop with that. Nobody really has any. There's been no evidence that Mo was a host of
He said
anything.
he had his own morning show for many years.
That's not true.
It's 100%.
He was
true.
on somebody else's show.
No,
Where-
and he was on in Columbus and
In
he was
Ohio.
He was
on,
on in Columbus,
and he was on in I think Cincinnati.
but did
Yeah, but he was on with that other guy. He was on with the guy who was the real host,
He told me when he was in
Grego.
Ohio, he was the host of that show.
Yeah, because I think that he started out with that guy, and then something happened with
And
that
then he
guy, and then it
left.
was Mo's show.
Yeah.
Oh, I would give anything to hear tapes of the Mo show.
He says they were very successful.
Then how come it didn't last?
Well, he got in a fight. Well, no, he left the show to come back because his kids were in Florida.
Oh
He walked away.
no.
Did he?
I mean,
Or is that what he said? That's
well,
the
he was in
story.
Ohio, and his two young boys were in Florida.
No, I get it. Better father than radio
Yeah.
host. I get it.
All right.
Okay, not mad at Mo.
Yeah, and then Johnny, was been a host for several years. I think like a decade.
Was he hosting before doing the Rewind show?
Well, no, he was doing the Johnny B show, and then they put him and Mo together.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
I thought they started them both on the station.
No,
Together.
they started separate and then put them together.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
and they both wanted to do their own thing.
My timeline is
I
very
thought,
off.
anyways.
Because Johnny won the contest,
Yeah.
but then Mo was in the contest, and they also gave Mo a
Yeah.
spot. Okay. All right. I have some new music for you guys.
Can we come back to new music?
Absolutely.
We're running late, so
We
let me
can come
take a
back
break.
to new music, and another thing. Think of out of all the TV shows, the different houses, where you'd want to live.
Oh, I already know.
Okay.
Michael, I have to tell you something before we go to break.
Uh-oh.
This is breaking news.
Okay.
Apparently, I have Richard Chamberlain in the death
Oh!
Then
You don't get the points.
Yes, I
You don't
do.
know.
By the
Oh,
way,
you knew.
I knew that, and I didn't say anything because I knew you didn't know.
No, I knew. I thought it was,
We
and I
talked
checked
about
it.
that. We had talked about that before. If you didn't know,
Yeah.
Although
I'm
I
not
think we
buying
put,
that.
I think we may have put a time clock on it. If you didn't bring it up
By
in
a
a
certain
week,
time.
or
Who's the little bitch that told you?
Oh, there's a whole bunch of bitches.
Nobody bitched me out.
Yes, somebody
I
told
have
you.
it pulled up here. I
No
looked
way.
at it
No, there's
myself.
no way. No way.
That's
Also, I was
very
going to say
true.
you have a concert announcement
yes,
to make.
Yeah.
that was the other
Yes.
thing too.
I
So
will do
yeah,
that
there's-
first before new music when we come back.
Gotcha.
There is a show coming to the area. I don't want to say it's a concert. There is a show coming to the area that you people will be very interested in. I am very excited about it. It is the second appearance by this person in the next couple of months. I'll tell you who it is when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Let me be honest with you. A lot of times they ask me, do you want to announce this on Monday? And I go, no, I don't care. Just give us tickets to give away. This one here, I'm very excited to announce for a bunch of reasons. Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday, September 20th, the day that I celebrate climbing through my mother's birth canal, my birthday, Saturday, September 20th, at Ruth Eckerd Hall, the great Tom Segura is coming.
Very nice.
Very nice. I didn't get to go see Tom Segura last time, remember? Because he was at the arena and Bobby was at Side Splitters.
Oh, yeah.
And I asked Bobby if I could leave one night to go to Tom Segura, and he said no.
Didn't you have tickets too?
Probably.
Yeah.
And he goes, what are you going to do? Go there and go backstage and take a picture? and I was like, all right, I'll just hang out at Side Splitters. Tom Segura is coming to Ruth Eckerd Hall on Saturday, September 20th. Tickets go on sale this Friday, April 4th at 10 a.m. So if you want to go to that show, you're looking at about 2,000 seats available there. So that is a show that is going to sell out very quickly. And I would like to go to this.
Yeah, which is a big deal, too, because you're not going to see Tom Segura in a theater like that too often, whatever. Because, I mean, last time he came through, he went in Tampa and did Amalie Arena.
Right.
Now he's going to be over in Clearwater and doing that. So that's a big deal.
Yeah. So if you would like to go see Tom Segura, tickets go on sale this Friday morning, 10 a.m. at rutheckerdhall.com. And the show is, again, Saturday, September 20th, 8 p.m. start time. Make sure you get your tickets now. I don't know. I'm going to guess. Can I guess?
Sure.
I'm going to guess these tickets sell out so fast they add a second show.
You would have to think so.
But I don't really know that. I'm totally talking out of my ass.
If you want to go, make sure you get them early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Well, good morning, everybody. Evidently, Pap's getting points. Pap, this is a time of honesty. Did anybody text you telling you about Richard Chamberlain?
No.
Well, there you go.
Are you sure?
Why?
I did.
You text Pap?
I texted Pap.
How do you have Pap's phone number?
Well, not phone, Facebook Messenger.
That is not a text. That is an email, sir, and a message. Therefore,
of course.
On a technicality, Joe is correct. There you go. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
I see his message, by the way.
Which pain in the ass is it? Who is it? There's like 5 guys I'm sick of seeing their faces on Instagram. Fruth, TJ, Walker, and Cloudman. Those are all the guys I'm sick of seeing your face.
I don't know any of those guys, I don't think.
TJ and Dino, Robert Walker, Fruth, and when the other one, Cloudman. Post way too much. Way too much.
Thanks, Cloudman.
Cloudman's Marine Rob and his stupid breath.
Wow.
His fake service. Yeah. I don't know. I just, if you post so much that I know your names, it's too much. It's too much.
People still send us reels. I'm still getting reels every single day.
I have to say, I'm about 80% less reels.
Really?
Yeah.
80%?
Yeah,
man.
Somebody sent me one this morning, and I already saw it. If I didn't see it, I would probably thank them for it. It is the funniest goddamn reel I've ever seen. Have you seen Fatland yet?
Fatland.
I don't know.
I can't play it on the air. It is a bunch of fat black guys that go to amusement parks, and they're like the plus size park hoppers.
Yeah.
They're complaining that it's too small. So they've created Fatland, but they're black. So they call it something else, Fat N-word land. And it is hilarious. And they're like, don't worry about roller coaster seats that don't fit over you. We use Fat N-word technology to make sure this is all.
Is that the same guys that Bert was talking about?
I have no idea.
They have a fat blank summer?
Maybe. I don't know. But it made me laugh so hard. Pete sent it to me, and I watched it, and I spit my drink out laughing, and I watched it 6 more times. It was great. And now other people are starting to send it to me. So Walker, Andino, Fruth, and Cloudman, slow it down. Slow it down. Too much. Mike Calta Show, good morning. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I try. I'm not taking phone calls anymore. Idea. Galvin, back to you.
So I have some new music for you guys.
I love new music.
This is new music from a band that has not put out new music in like 20 years.
All right. So it's really new music.
New music for them. Yeah, sure. New music for us. I will tell you this. I'll give you a little inside info on this. This may help you figure out who it is. The tune features a guitar solo from Neil Young.
Oh.
Okay. So they have something in common with Neil Young, maybe.
Okay.
Here is new music on the Mike Calta Show. Here's the thing about it. So this is new from Bachman Turner Overdrive. It's been a rough couple of years for BTO, though. As members, Robbie Bachman and Tim Bachman both died a few months within a few months of each
So
other.
this is just Turner Overdrive?
Back in 23. Yeah.
There's no Bachmans?
There's no
Turner Overdrive.
There's no Bachmans. Yeah, it's a new single comes out from BTO as they launch their Back in Overdrive
shut
tour,
up.
which kicks off with
Stop singing songs about the past. Too.
exactly
60 years ago.
Hey, remember us?
Guess
this
what?
Is how it
60
sounds.
years ago, you were singing songs about how bad things were. So don't make it like 60 years ago, everything. You were like, there's protests in Vietnam and people on the streets.
Yeah.
Dude. Don't make it like it was so great. Now you missed 60 years ago.
By the way, Taking Care of Business and You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. Two great songs.
Great songs.
But
Great
classic
just-
song.
Yeah, don't try and recapture those. Write a new song and do a thing with her.
Don't
Because
write
that's
any new
totally like, here's
Yeah,
the,
the minute you played it, I was like, I know this song from
yeah,
somewhere.
exactly. Because it does sound like that. Once you know it,
Plus,
you're like, oh, of course.
It sounds like Turner and Overdrive are trying to sing the because the Bachmans are dead, so whoever's left is
right. It seems like the Bachmans were the leaders of that band, and it didn't work out well for him. So there you go, new music from Bachman Turner Overdrive.
That sounds like a local band you hear at a food truck rally.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like,
and they got Neil Young to do a solo.
yeah, it's like the boss put a band together.
Right.
It was like, oh boy, they're
Turner's been sitting on this song for years.
Mhm.
And
60 years.
Yeah, and then finally the Bachmans died, so he's like, I'm putting it out.
they're all up there wearing Dockers.
Every decade he changed. It was going to be 50 years, but now we changed it to 60 years.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like the bands that you see that are in the garage that are talking about, putting their stool samples to see if they have colon cancer.
Wait.
That's what they sound like. That's what the bands actually sound like.
You guys want to jam on an Eagles song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody take the Cologuard test yet? Yeah.
Are you not happy with your home? Or maybe you are.
I love my home.
But if you wish you could ditch your home to live in a TV home, which home would that be? Think about all the different favorite TV houses growing up, the shows that you watched and the different ones, whatever. Where would you want to live?
Full House.
Yeah.
Geo?
Whole house.
Yeah.
Why?
It had like 4 stories. It was
Yeah.
huge.
It didn't have 4 stories.
How many did it have?
2.
Exactly. No, it didn't. The outside view had at least 3.
Yeah,
and then they had a basement. So
Uncle
4
Joey.
Oh,
stories.
my bad, Carmen. I
Yeah.
forgot
Uncle
about the basement.
Joey and Jesse were in the basement. It looked awesome down there.
I forgot
And-
about the basement.
And then they built out the attic when they got married and when Uncle Jesse got married.
Yeah.
That's true, because you know what they did to the attic roof thing, whatever? They cut it out.
No.
Carmen, I apologize. You were
Thank
right.
you.
I was
Yeah.
wrong.
By the way,
Dolls.
Geo, number 1.
Yeah.
Full House. The Tanner House in San Francisco. Full House, number 1.
I've been to that
See-
house in
Place
San
you would
Francisco.
love.
There is no way all of those rooms could fit in that house.
No.
And I don't think so. Fresh Prince.
I was going to say,
right?
Uncle
they
Phil's house.
Yeah, they lived in a mansion.
Carmen,
Yeah.
they lived in a mansion in Bel Air. That comes in at number 2.
Really?
It should
You guys
be
are
number
good at-
1.
You guys
Yeah.
are good at this.
The Brady Bunch house?
I was going to say Brady Bunch.
Well, of course, Brady Bunch. Brady Bunch comes in number 6.
All right.
Okay.
He was an architect.
Yeah.
Can I tell you where I would live?
Where?
And it's not very glorious?
Hmm.
In Seinfeld's apartment.
Seinfeld's apartment. Let's see if that's on the list. I'm looking.
It's
I'm
not
looking.
glorious.
Number 13.
Yeah. It's just
Okay.
perfect, especially if you're a single guy. It was just a perfect apartment.
And
Now-
close to monks.
Yeah.
Are there any cartoon houses on the list?
No, it doesn't look like there's any cartoon houses on
Darn.
there.
Okay.
You live where the Jetsons lived?
I know.
No, the Wild Thornberries, because they like traveled and lived in an RV and stuff like that.
Oh.
That would be fun.
I know a lot of people take pictures outside of Carrie Fisher's apartment in New York.
These are the top favorite TV houses where you want to live. Geo came in number 1 with Full House. Carmen had number 2, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. You're saying
Like
the
Sex and the
Sex and the City comes in at number 14.
Her name wasn't Carrie Fisher, was it?
Well, the
Carrie Bradshaw.
Carrie Bradshaw.
yeah,
that's it.
she's-
Carrie
yeah.
Fisher's
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about in a pineapple under the sea?
No cartoons.
He said no cartoons.
Sorry.
What about Beverly Hillbillies?
Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Let's see whether that's in anywhere in here because they did live in a mansion.
Yeah.
They lived in Beverly Hills.
Right.
No, not on the list. Not on the list.
I'm trying to think of what some more glamorous spots.
Doesn't even have to necessarily be glamorous. It's just ones that you watch growing up.
Step by Step. They didn't really have a great house. But.
No. Step by Step, not on here.
Seventh Heaven.
I don't even know these shows.
Seventh Heaven. That guy wound up having like child porn. Didn't
Right.
he?
Yeah.
But they had like 9 kids. So they had like a big house.
Family Ties?
No, not on there. No, Family Ties not on there.
Silver Spoons.
No, Silver Spoons was good though.
Great house.
Silver
Yeah.
Spoons was
The
good.
Train.
Yeah. You got the jukebox, got the train, got all kind of stuff.
Who else had an awesome house?
Well, I can give you starting at number 20.
Okay.
Number 20 is from Wednesday, the show Wednesday, the Nevermore Academy in
Okay.
Romania. Not familiar. From one of our favorite shows, Succession, Logan Roy's New York City penthouse.
That's what I was trying to think of, like
Alright.
glorious houses.
Yeah.
All right.
From Only Murders in the Building, the apartment there, the Arconia, I guess it is.
Now, are the
in
people
New York.
really getting murdered in that building?
I don't know.
I never thought either.
I think there was a murder, and then they were trying to figure it out. And
Each year there's a murder.
Oh,
in the
okay.
same building.
So
Yes.
that's the thing now is everybody. It's just each year there's a murder. White Lotus, isn't that every season there's
Yeah.
a murder?
But
At
it's
this
something, at a different.
resort.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a murder and then they solve it and it's usually connected to them who live in the building, basically.
From Stranger Things, the Buyer's Cabin in Hawkins, Indiana.
Stop.
The Dragonfly Inn in Connecticut from Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
You got Sex and the City. You got Carrie Bradshaw's apartment. You got Seinfeld's apartment. Who doesn't want to live in the White House? Veep.
Oh, all right.
You get to live in the White House.
Between Paradise and this new show that I just watched with where De Niro is an ex-president,
Zero Day or
Zero
whatever.
Day, I am obsessed with what it would be like to live in the White House.
Dude,
Trump doesn't even want to live there.
have you watched West Wing?
No, not its entirety.
It is so good, and it still stands up.
Yeah.
It is really good. I mean, it's Aaron
I feel like it
Sorkin.
won't stand up.
It does, though.
Yeah.
It stands up, and I've watched it 10 times already.
Okay.
The entire series.
All right, I'll
Because
try
I
it.
did watch it again. I was like, it's still so great.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a great, great show. What else we have?
Beverly Hills 90210, Melrose Place.
Melrose Place.
Melrose Place? No. Beverly Hills 90210? None of them.
Can I choose King's Landing from Game of Thrones?
No, that's not in there.
It should be.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Castle.
You're forgetting 2 really big ones that I think you're actually 3
Adam's Family?
out of here that you're missing. No, Adam's Family not in there.
What about the Cosby Show?
Cosby Show, no. Oh, I'm sorry. There is one cartoon. I just noticed there is one
Oh.
cartoon in here.
Jetsons?
No,
Flintstones?
no.
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Your house is a dump.
Their
Terrible.
house sucks.
Terrible.
Yeah.
They just like The Simpsons.
But it's not necessarily what's the greatest. It's where you would want to live.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
dumb.
Sheldon and Leonard's L.A. apartment from Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
Was that any good? I don't know. The Simpsons in there. This is terrible, but it's an iconic because of the pizza on the roof.
Oh,
Walter
yeah.
White's house in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It was a dump.
If you go on YouTube, there's tons of people or videos
Yeah.
of people fighting with the owner of that house because she comes out and yells at him for taking pictures in front of the house.
So when I went to the Full House in San Francisco, there's a little sign out front that says, "Please be polite. People live here."
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
no, that's it.
Osborne's had to put the hoses out front so that they could get people away because people would come by so
There
much.
wasn't a time in LA that I drove by the Osborne house that there weren't people out there.
Yeah.
I mean, would drive by there for one reason or another because it was in a very easy neighborhood, but like the
And
pass
that
through
was
and stuff.
so popular.
But they always had, for a while, they had like production trucks parked out in front of it. And then for a while, they just had security out front because people were constantly stopping to take pictures.
Yeah. Celeste's beachfront mansion in California and Big Little Lies. I don't know what that is.
Nope.
I think it's on HBO maybe. You got the Brady Bunch house. Then we're coming in number 5. Number 5, the Bridgerton mansion in London.
Hello.
Bridgerton. Number 4, Carmen. How do you not get this? You want another guess?
How do I not get this?
Oh, I know.
What?
One of the friends' apartment.
Monica's
Oh,
from apartment
yes,
in New
Friends,
York City.
duh.
Yeah, from Friends. Number 3 is right here in the great state of Florida. Number 3, the only
The
one
Golden
we-
Girls.
Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Blanche's Miami home from the Golden Girls.
Also
Yeah.
dump.
You did say home, so I wasn't thinking apartments. I was thinking houses.
Yeah.
So that is my fault because there were apartments on there.
House doesn't make it a
We
home.
forgive you.
Yeah, so number 3 is Blanche's Miami home from the Golden Girls. Number 2, this is for best TV, houses, or homes or whatever. The Banks Mansion in Bel Air from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. And number 1, where you want to live, Tanner's house in San Francisco from Full House.
Well, I would like to live in the Seinfeld apartment. I feel like that's once I get rid of all my junk, that's the only space that I need.
Yeah, but if you're going to live in New York, you might as well live in Logan.
Logan
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
If you get to pick.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Everett.
What's up, dude?
I got something on Trump, but the house from 2.5 Men was pretty good. That was on the beach.
See, oh yeah. He had a nice place. Okay, I got you.
You know the other one, Hannah Montana. Her house was awesome because that was right on the beach too.
This is one I'm sorry I skipped over, which we didn't get, and I'm surprised nobody got this one. Think New Jersey.
Sopranos.
Sopranos.
That is nice.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
That's my wife's house.
Yeah.
What else you got, Everett?
All right, so the Trump thing, he can't run again, but is it possible if he gets somebody else to run, he's the vice president a month later, they step down with an ingrown toenail, he flies in?
Yeah, see, I don't know that a sitting president can be allowed to be vice president. I've asked that question before. I don't know because it's unprecedented. I don't know if there's any rules to that, but that's something definitely to look into. Obviously, he's not going down with an ingrown toenail, but there could be something where if you put J.D. Vance or somebody in there, do that, and then plant a flip-flop for sure. So I don't know, but that is something, that is a loophole that will be looked into. Mike Calta Show, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Captain Ron.
Hey, Captain Ron.
What's up, Ken Ron? How you doing, buddy?
All right, buddy. I'm getting off a cruise ship right now as we speak. And I'll see you guys next week.
Oh, I love it. Getting off one, getting on another one.
Hey, gotta have the captain.
Yeah?
Hey, they got a new rule on the ship.
Well,
You can only use one. You can have only use one hand on your poker cards.
Oh, yeah, that's normally how it is.
on what?
In the casino, you can only hold it with one hand.
Oh, one hand.
Yeah. You can't take it off the table. Yeah.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you out there, Captain.
Well, we'll be there. The whole crew's coming.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Bring a pocket full of gabagool, too.
See you in the
See you,
casino.
buddy. The captain, great Captain Ron.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Morning. Couple
Hey.
things. First, 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
Yep, I
Yeah.
did say that.
Yeah,
Adam's
you did.
Family House did not come up on there.
Not on there.
Yeah, the monsters. And
Oh, yeah.
Jessica
You're,
Simpson does have a new album out.
Oh, does she?
She has a country album out. Yeah. I guess her singles in the top 40.
yeah.
I
I
haven't
mean,
heard it. Just some info.
thank you. 1313 Mockingbird Lane is not the Adams Family. That is the Munsters house.
Monsters, yeah.
Yeah. Nobody wanted to live in that thing.
No, it's scary.
Yeah, it was just scaring them to drag them into the stairs and all that. And then I don't care if Jessica Simpson has it. No, thank you, sir, for giving us the heads up, but nobody cares. Jessica Simpson doing country music is not Jessica Simpson back in the 90s when she had her TV show and she was hot and she was doing that thing where she bite her little lip in the video. Oh, my God, she was so hot. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess it came out in set to release on March 21st, so it just came out last week.
Congratulations. Enjoy your snake sperm.
Seems like it's doing well.
Mhm. Is that used to be the thing now when you couldn't make it, you went to country.
Right.
Now it's country so popular that I don't know. Let me just try a country album.
Well, and also just people switching genres and doing the thing. There, I mean, Beyonce tried to do the reverse.
Go
Taylor
to
Swift.
country.
Yeah, that seems like what she did. She was like, "Well, Taylor Swift started country. Now she's pop. I'm pop. Maybe I switch to country."
Mm.
But then there was, like you said, the failed. The Keels of the word, Ron Keel, who was in a metal band or a
Right.
hair band, whatever, and then he was like, "No, I'm country now."
Yeah, they all those guys, the Darius Ruckers of the
Darius
world.
Rucker.
I mean, there's certain people that found success with it, but all these people are like all these people got accused of being country in the 90s. We're like, well, maybe I am country now.
Right.
You know. All right, we must take a break. Our phone numbers, if you'd like to get a hold of us, are 800-771-1025. We made an announcement this morning. Tom Segura will be at Ruth Eckerd Hall on September 20th. Tickets go on sale this Friday morning at 10 a.m. One show right now planned for 8 o'clock, September 20th. Tickets at rutheckerdhall.com. Get them Friday morning because there's only about 2,000 seats in that joint, and it will sell out for sure. We'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Calvin.
Yes.
We announced this morning that Tom Segura is coming to Ruth Eckerd Hall.
Right.
And I am friends with the Ruth Eckerd Hall folks, and I'm on their mailing list. And every once in a while, I'll get here is the upcoming shows at Ruth Eckerd Hall or the Bay Care Sound or one of those things. And I will say out of the next upcoming 8 shows, I know maybe one of the artists.
Okay.
Like I could read the names and I'd have no idea who any of those people are.
Okay.
And yet those people will come out and they will sell out these places.
Yeah.
I have no
There's a
idea
lot of
they are.
people that we don't necessarily know that are big artists.
This is not this is an artist of sorts. This is a comedian. Are you aware of who Amanda Ruffin is?
Amanda Ruffin.
Joe, I ask you, Carmen,
see if
Amanda Ruffin. Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
I wanted to look at her.
No, you'll know as soon as you pull it up. You'll be like, it'll say why I'm asking.
Amanda Ruffin.
Amanda Ruffin kiss. No, Amanda Ruffin, yes.
She's a musician?
Nope. She's a comedian.
Comedian.
Carmen, do you know Amanda Ruffin? You're a woman.
Yeah, I can't say I do, honestly. Like, I
mean,
can't even picture her.
Yeah, does the name even ring a bell to anybody?
No.
Is she viral, like YouTube famous?
You can look her up now and see if you know who she is. She was invited to do the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which to me is one of the great things. The White House correspondents have a dinner. They go up there and they roast the president, and the president gets up and roasts them back, and it's pretty good. And over the years, the great comedians have gone up there and done it before.
Was she the one that just got kicked off because she's very anti-Trump?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I did see her, and I know it based on, I saw that headline a day or two ago.
She just got taken off of the White House Correspondents' Dinner, whether or not it be because she's anti-Trump. They're just not going to have a comedian this year for the first time.
Is she from The Daily Show or something?
That's what I assumed, that she was one of the political correspondents on The Daily Show, or maybe that show that Roy Wood does on CNN. I have never seen her before.
The Amanda Ruffin Show is produced by Universal Television.
Where is that?
Seth Meyers, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Host her own show on Peacock. 2019, she had it.
Peacock.
So, yeah.
Get out of here with your Peacock TV
She was
show.
a writer. That's where I know, now that I see her, I know she's from Late Night with Seth Meyers.
Oh.
She was a writer on there. And she did like some,
I've
stuff.
never seen her.
Yeah.
Like all the comedians in the world.
And you guys keep saying Amanda, right?
Amber Ruffin.
Oh, Amber. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. I was like, what is happening
Sorry, I
here?
can't read my own handwriting, Carmen. Yeah, Amber Ruffin. Amber.
I thought I was having a stroke.
No, don't make it like I'm going to say Amber Ruffin. Everybody's going to go, oh, Amber. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
but I have been Googling Amanda Ruffin and it keeps trying to give me Amber. And I'm like, no, that's not the right one. And I keep, okay.
One thing you'll learn is that all errors are usually my fault.
Yep.
Sorry.
I already knew that.
How about this, Calvin? Are you familiar with a comedian named Greer Barnes?
Oh, yeah.
That guy's funny. That guy just, for some reason, I came across him this weekend. I can't tell you any of his jokes on the air, but he was somebody that I did a deep dive in this weekend and was hilarious.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Yeah. Greer Barnes, good. Amber Ruffin. I say. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers if you need to reach us on this program. Tomorrow, I have a question for Dom. Dom will be here to take your legal calls. I have a question for him. I got a SunPass bill in the mail the other day. What's this you say, Galvin?
Well, I know that they've been texting a million times to a bunch of different people that say, hey, you got to pay your thing, whatever this
Right.
time. Meanwhile,
Scam.
Yeah, scam. Complete scam. Also, prior to, I don't know if it was prior to me having the SunPass or whether I had the SunPass, and they would be like, hey, you owe this. And I'd be like, yeah, I paid that. And they'd go, oh, okay. And then I go, can I get that? Oh, okay, in writing because I don't need you guys sending me another 9 bills.
So I got a bill. Now I have my car, which is my Stingray Chevrolet truck, which I have a SunPass in. And I also have the Sprinter, and I don't remember if the Sprinter has a SunPass in it. And every once in a while, I'll just get a bill from them and I pay it. It's a couple of dollars for the
That's how they
toll.
get you.
Well, no, but it'll show me the picture of the Sprinter
right.
going through the toll, And I got a bill the other day, and I don't normally open it, but I remember seeing a bill prior to this, and I thought, what is this? What if this has gone too far and it's going into collections? Let me open it and see and make sure that we're up to date, because they have my credit card. So it's like if it gets dinged, it should just go on my card. What's the matter? You look confused.
Because I have it where it updates my thing,
Right.
but if you don't have the SunPass, they're not going to go and take it off your credit card.
So I open up the bill, and there it is, in glorious black and white, a picture of a purple BMW going through a toll with my son's license plate. And I said, does he have a SunPass? And I don't know. So there also attached to the bill is a sheet of the violations of the toll. Not the violations, but the tolls that he's gone through. How much do I owe for Joey's tolls?
So this could have been going on for a little while, because you said you got one prior to this, right? At least one.
Mm-hmm.
And that may have had a few. I'm going to say you owe $130.
And do you get charged more if you don't have a pass?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you get a discount if you get a SunPass.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
get
Also,
charged
if you
more
don't pay in time, there could be a past due fee, whatever.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go 130.
All right. Anybody else want to take a guess?
I'm going to say, I'm going high. I'm going to say 450.
Ooh, jeez.
Ooh.
Carmen, Joe?
I'm going to say $337.
It's a lot of money.
I'm going to say 360.
I mean, tolls are an average of what? $1, $1.15, $2?
$1.50 depending, yeah.
All right. According to this bill that I got from SunPass, my 18-year-old son has racked up $1,725 for the tolls.
How long is that?
In his lifetime, I assume? $1,725 in dollar tolls? I mean, I don't think I've gone through the tolls 1,000 times in my life.
I have to imagine the past due fee.
It's got to be late fees, yeah.
Past due was $300. Pass through was $340.
$700 worth of tolls.
But think about it, because you live kind of near like the veterans.
And he delivers pizzas.
And so if he's just jumping on that every single time.
Oh, yeah.
Does he not know what a toll is? No, I mean, seriously.
Funny you should say that, Galvin. My first call was to Joey to say, Joey, do you have a SunPass? And he goes, no. And I go, who do you think's paying for all those tolls that you get on and get off all the time on the veterans? And he actually said to me, he didn't know what I was talking about. And I thought, that's kind of my fault.
Yeah.
There's no toll booth there.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. He just sees an entrance.
Does he take the fast lane all the time,
Of
too?
course.
'Cause that's extra.
Of course.
Oh, that's extra.
Yeah.
Of course.
Look at this. Nobody's in this lane.
Yeah.
$1,725.
Oh, man. And I was
This
going
is your
high at
fault.
like
Yeah.
$600.
Yeah.
I actually was going to go like 200 and something. I go, but that's crazy. So I'll
Right.
go
I
mean,
130.
I could see how you could rack that up, though.
Yeah.
$1,725.
You figure
Because, well, when you put it in your GPS, I'm assuming he uses his GPS to go anywhere.
Yep.
If you don't have it turned off, it'll automatically take you the toll route.
Sure.
Almost every single time.
Kid delivers pizzas. He's probably getting on the veterans, getting off the veterans, getting on the veterans, getting off the veterans 100 times a day.
Yeah.
Killing me.
I hope he's making a lot of tips.
it says, it's 3 something per toll.
Then I call SunPass because I'm like, there's no way this could be correct. And there's no way. And if it is, they let it get to $2,000
Yeah.
and they're not even like final notice.
Oh, it's just toll by plate is $4 each time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if you don't have a pass.
If you don't have the pass, it's more.
And then I'm sure if he's doing the express lane,
That's
it's even more.
$2 more. So you're like, well, $5 maybe.
Well, no, I bet it's even more if he doesn't have a SunPass and he's in the express lane. It's not just the extra $2.
Let's just say it's $6 each time, $1,725. That would be 287 times that he's used it without.
Jackass.
But if you're delivering pizza, that's easy to do in a month.
Yeah.
So then I call SunPass.
After you talk to Joey?
Yeah. Because I'm like, I have to get to the bottom. I can't just pay a $2,000 bill without making sure this is right.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling SunPass. To do this, press 1. To do that, press 2. To speak to an operator, press 0. Press 0. Thank you for calling SunPass. Your current wait time is 191 minutes. 191 minutes. I went, all right. Well, I'm not
Do
doing
they do the call back?
No.
We'll call you back?
191 minutes?
Yeah.
Who has that time in their life?
No. But I'm saying, like, if you prefer, we can
they
call.
didn't. They didn't have that.
Yeah.
And even if they did, they probably wouldn't call me till Thursday.
Right.
Yeah. So right now I have a $2,000 SunPass bill. I have a son who's a moron, and I have a toll company that I can't get a hold of.
So I looked it up, and you'll get a bill for the tolls plus a $250 administrative fee.
Yeah.
And a $25 daily violation charge.
Oh,
there you go.
That's the good one.
But what is the violation?
Not paying it.
Unpaid tolls.
And not having a SunPass and using toll roads.
Oh, that's absurd. I'm not paying that.
Yeah, that seems.
It seems like you could probably take care of that by getting him a SunPass.
Yeah, but I'm not. I got a $2,000 bill now.
But if you didn't pay the tolls,
what do you mean?
Yeah,
like they send you the thing every month. They'll send you these are your tolls for the month, and if you just don't pay that,
right
now they
that's
charge
a violation.
you because now you're violating. You haven't paid. You have unpaid tolls.
Well, I have to figure this out.
Yeah,
I have to get to the bottom of this.
they're gonna say, hey, we sent you 25 notices in the mail.
Surely there's somebody at the toll place that can help me out with this.
You are gonna just end up paying it.
You shut your mouth.
Yeah,
Mike Calta Show. Good morning. Hello.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Good. What's up, buddy?
Hey, just wanted to let you know, the Veterans Expressway, I have not paid a single toll on that since I have lived here. I have never been sent to collections, nor have I ever been suspended. The Veterans Expressway, I am almost positive is Chinese owned, and that is something that they don't go after you for that stuff. I've lived here since 2007, and I've never been sent to collections, and I've never paid a single bill.
Are you saying we have a Chinese-owned highway here in Florida? I don't know. Yeah.
There's no way.
I don't believe that because
99.9% sure.
it hasn't been told by plate since 2007. They used to actually have to drive through and either pay.
And pay it, yeah.
I don't believe this.
I'll
guy.
find out, sir. I know what he's saying, though, is that he hasn't had to pay anything. But
Right.
he's saying it's never come. But I don't know how that's going to work. I'm going to ask Dom tomorrow.
Right.
Thank you.
Also, if you have unpaid like toll violations, they won't let you
Register your car.
Yeah,
that I
you
know.
go back.
I know. I got to figure that out before September. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, what's up, Mike Out? It's Medicine Man.
You don't pay tolls, do you? No. You're on a bike.
No, I don't. I had one of those scam phone calls on paying a toll on my phone.
Yeah.
Like this was a joke, like who rides an e-bike on the expressways?
I saw you on the Chasco Fiesta this weekend.
Oh, yeah, I got pretty bombed this weekend.
Yeah.
Had a
I got
blast.
a bunch of people were sending me pictures of you out on your bike in the parade.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
I
thanks.
got as far as the parade, baby. Halfway there, and the cops chased me up because he can't be on the parade route.
He was riding in the parade on his
Sir,
bike.
you can't be in the parade.
It was ahead of the parade, like at least 45 minutes before it starts.
Did you tell him you were Medicine Man? Did you say I'm Medicine Man?
I'm telling you, but these guys must have been out of the city or something. Don't know where I came. They got some people came from the sticks or something. But I had a blast. The great bands and stuff like that too in the park, and I must have drank a dozen beer and I partied for 12 hours duration.
Who'd you go with? By yourself or with your friend?
By myself, yeah. I joined a lot of people too.
Yeah, I know. All right, I gotta go. See you later.
So I do have some information for you.
It's the phone lines are flooding in. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you use the Veteran Expressway, also known blah blah blah, you don't pay the toll. You will receive toll enforcement invoice in the mail with a $2.50 administration charge. If you don't pay the invoice by the due date, you will get a second one, additional charge. If you still don't pay, it will go to collections. It says yes, it will go to collections. If you still don't pay, old Chinese guy, he's wrong. Failure to pay can also result in a vehicle registration hold being placed on your license plate in accordance with the Florida statute.
Right.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what we were
believe that
saying.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet
Hey,
his,
he may be just sneaking through.
Or he's not driving the veterans and he thinks he is.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I'm pretty good. What's happening?
Good. I actually was just going to reiterate what you guys just said about the registration. What happens is if you go to renew your tag and you have tolls that are unpaid, you can't renew it until you pay those the tolls you owe. I have the same issue with my son.
Is your son's did
Going
you
through.
did you get a $1,700 bill?
No, but it's up there. I live right next to the veterans also, and it's about $600.
Yeah, it's insane. I bet you mine was $600 at one point, and it probably just because of penalties and stuff doubled up.
Yes, and he also had about $60 on the other expressway, Leroy Selman, that also had to be paid prior to being able to renew the tag. So I got one cleared up, and then they said you still can't renew it. And I'm like, what's going on? Well, that's a separate entity, so I had to go pay those as well.
We have given birth to a generation of idiots.
Yes, we have.
Right.
I'm right there with you.
Thank you, Pumpkin.
Y'all have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Sweet Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good. What's up, buddy?
Hey, so on the SunPass thing, you can create an account online, and you can link. I don't remember if it's 3 or 4 license plates. You don't have to go buy separate transponders for each vehicle. You can link 3 or 4 license plates to that account. We've got one transponder in my wife's car, and then I've got 2 other vehicles that are linked to that account that'll scan it.
Yeah, that's what we have. We don't even have like a transponder anymore. It just
Right.
links it to the license plates.
Yeah, like I don't have a
Right.
sticker or
That
anything.
way you still get the discount for having a SunPass, but you don't pay the extra for being
Right.
You just register
charged
for it.
by
You just
plate.
need to put him on your account, basically.
All right. I need to. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate the heads up on that.
Yeah, I don't even think they do the transponders anymore and that stuff.
But they have like the little stickers that you put on your window.
Yeah.
But like
that's
I don't have one of those. Yeah, you don't need it because it's just linked to your license
Sweet
plate.
Jesus. Why didn't anybody tell me this 3 months ago? Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Now who's
Yes,
the
hi.
idiot?
My son did the same thing. About he got a new license plate. All I did is link that license plate to my account, and the toll from his was only $30, luckily, but it went down to $8. So if you link it today, it will go down.
Oh, all right. I'm on it. Thank you. I will do it right at the. See, you learn everything from this audience.
He said it'll go down to $8.
$8. That lady said $8 from $1,700. Mike Calta Show, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was going to reiterate what the lady just said. If you link his account to yours, it will retroactively reduce the tolls to the SunPass price, and you will probably save $500-$600.
Oh, all right. That's much better. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Oh, then good news for my wife. She'll be very happy to know.
Do you have the SunPass app?
Yes, I even know my password. How do you like that?
See, that's the one I always forget because I never get on it.
It's all my passwords are Carmen's boobies.
Yeah.
01. Yep. Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
What if it doesn't?
Yeah.
It just
What if it doesn't?
I don't know.
And then you're stuck paying the $1,700.
Oh, that would be so terrible. $1,700 is a lot of money to pay for tolls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And now, do you have a rule with him?
No.
Going forward, or is he just still allowed to use the toll roads?
He's allowed to use the toll roads, especially when he's working, because he's got to get to areas pretty quick. You know what I mean? It's fine. It's a normal toll price to do it, and compared to what he's paying now, $6 a pop or whatever we said it was. That's insanity. $1 here, $1 there is fine.
Right, but if he's taking it for every trip, I mean, that's just, I don't know. Yeah.
Sometimes you take the long way.
Yeah, just turn off the tolls and go around and spend an extra 2 minutes.
Let me put it in perspective for you, Carmen. You just order a pizza and you're waiting for your pizza to come. You want this guy to be on a toll road, or you want him to take side streets?
Half of the time, the toll roads when you're going that short of distance, it doesn't even save you time. Sometimes it will add time. Turn off your toll thing, and I guarantee you'll realize how much they're just trying to get you to take a toll road to spend more money.
Mm-hmm.
There still is a way for me to get from my house to get over to the station without getting on toll roads.
Right.
Oh, you know where you'd have to go?
Huh?
You know where you'd have to go?
Yeah, the exact same route. It's literally 10 feet away.
It's not. It really
Hillsboro
does.
to Memorial straight up, and then you get on.
Oh, I meant like to get over the bridge. Yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah,
but the
you
bridge isn't
miss
a
all
toll.
that, and it's literally 10 feet. It's parallel with the.
Yes,
But
yes.
everybody takes a
It's
toll.
faster.
Yeah, but it's not faster.
It flows.
There's one stoplight that is the difference. Yeah.
I'm just saying, turn off your tolls. You would be surprised.
Wow.
You're not really saving that much time. It just automatically takes you that way, so you have to spend that money.
But also, you do realize that you're quite a bit to blame.
Me, I'm 100% to blame.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Because when your son's getting a car, that should be one of the first things. Make sure he has a toll thing, whatever, and also explain it to him.
Yeah.
what the
I'm
situation-
taking the heat for it. Mike Calta Show, hello.
Oh yeah, this is Sean. How you doing?
What's up, Sean?
Hey, I just dealt with something real similar. Had a family member of mine driving the vehicle, racked up $300 in tolls. I didn't realize it until I went to get my registration sticker. Okay, here's a quick way around it. I have since paid it, but if you go on to get your registration sticker and you go through one of those third-party vendors that charges you $3, they send your registration sticker right out to you.
Oh, to get the
So you
registration.
can register your car.
Yeah, I'd rather just get it all handled. I get you. Thank you. But I'd rather just get it all handled the right way so it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass.
Do you ever
down the road.
get got by the people that do the tags, the actual license plate, where they're like, "Hey, your birthday's coming up. You got to do your license plate," and then you do it, and it winds up being like $300 and stuff, and you're like, "What? What?" Yeah, it's not the actual DMV. It's like a second party thing. They got me one time, and I called and I talked to him, and I go, "Listen, you got me."
Yeah.
I said, "You got me." I fell for it. I go, "But you're never gonna get me again." The guy's like, "Okay."
Now they got the machine inside Publix, and you just go
Yeah,
up there,
do it there.
little kiosk, and type in your information, and you get your registration right there.
Oh,
For
really?
your tag, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I just did that in February. It was awesome.
I've always done it. Just did it online, and then my my actual driver's license, I renewed it so many times online. They said, "Bro, you're like 18 years older than you were in this picture. We have to have a new picture."
I got a girl that does all the registrations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure it's right across the board.
What I love now, though, is that you can do it in like 2 years. You don't
Yeah,
have to do it
every
yearly
year,
because
yeah.
that is such a pain in the butt.
I can't imagine all these people that are calling are still telling me about toll stuff.
I'm
Mike
sure
Calta
they are.
Show low.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, no, Mike. I was just going to say, just like Galvin said, it is definitely your fault. I mean, you should hire somebody just to take care of the SunPass and register the tags and all that stuff. You know what I mean? There's so many things that you said over the years that you've had that have come out of your credit card and stuff like that. You don't even know. You probably have a SunPass. You didn't even link it or something like that. But
Were you driving around and you're like, I'm going to go and tell Mike just what Galvin just told him. I want to reiterate what an idiot he is.
No, absolutely not. But it is definitely your fault. I do want to say that you can update your tag if you're not past due. I mean, obviously you're past due on this one,
Right.
but if you have $100 in tolls and it's not due until the 10th of April, then you definitely can renew your tags because it's happened to me.
Well,
I had a $150 bill. I literally almost crashed when you said, because I said $48. You know, we try to guess like you guys, and when you guys said 300, I was like, there's no way. And when you said 1,700, I was like, I had water in my mouth and I dribbled it out. I couldn't believe it.
Can you imagine when I opened it and I looked at it, the pain that I got around my waist area? I felt like I was going to crap right there where I was sitting. So yeah, I get it. It's pretty amazing, and I hope that I get it all taken care of because $2,000 for tolls is way too much money. Way too much when you just put a $5,000 ice machine in your house. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
And a generator that could operate at Publix. Ian Beckles' house will never go down. We have a generator the size of one that will run a small mall.
Your generator is probably the size of my mobile home.
Yes, and I do not apologize for that. I am.
Please don't apologize, brother.
Best thing that I think there better be 10 goddamn hurricanes this year.
I mean, if you'd be apologizing, there'd be a lot of things to apologize for in this house.
I don't know.
A lot.
Like what?
Oh, the driveway.
Driveway is one of the worst parts of the house. Can't pass one car and the other without driving on the grass.
It's the longest driveway I've ever seen. Other than Gary Sheffield had a very long one.
Yeah.
In St. Petersburg, but I'm impressed because I'm tired when I get to the end of it. It's a lot.
It's a haul.
How many cars do you think you could put in your driveway?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6.
Oh no!
What?
Depending on
Definitely
if you
more.
wanted to get out, though.
Side by side?
No.
30,
Side by side. It's
30.
hard. It's not as wide as that. Side by side is very hard. 1, 2, 3, 4,
You're
5,
not
6,
fitting
7,
30.
8. No, maybe 8.
You're not fitting 30.
You get
You're I'd say you're fitting a good probably 15.
15 to
At
20,
least a
maybe.
dozen.
I'd say 10.
You're not going to be able to get them out.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about for a party or something like that.
Oh yeah. If we had to jam them in, we could jam them in.
You get there.
Yeah. Maybe we should have a party.
Why not?
I don't know. I went to Pete's house yesterday, and Worst was having a party. I could see a bunch
Tristan
of cars
Wirfs?
over. Yeah.
I've
Nice.
never met him, and I've never wanted to meet somebody more than Tristan.
Oh,
Wirfs.
what a nice guy.
I've heard this.
Yeah.
I also went to school in Iowa, offensive lineman. I've never met him, and I've heard nothing but great things about the kid.
Seemed like a super guy. But I just happened to see. I look over and I saw a bunch of nice cars there. And I thought, when's the last time I had a good house party? Might be time. Might be time to be like Sunday barbecue time.
I've never officially been invited to the Mike Calta house. I just come here. I sneak in for party for the show, and that's it.
I have never had a party here. Like I've never had like a pool party or a barbecue or anything like that outside of like my family. You
I've
know what I
heard
mean?
stories of Mo being here.
Not invited.
Yeah, you've
Yeah, the
had
dogs attacking
UFC.
him.
You've had UFC parties.
Yeah, but God, I think that was before we started hanging out with Ian.
I think
It was a long time ago.
when the Lightning were in the playoffs.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Lightning in the playoffs every year.
No, but it
Bucks
was
game.
The Bucks for the divisional thing,
Oh,
which
yeah.
was a few years back. Though.
The Bucks
Yeah.
Green Bay playoff game.
Yeah.
We were here for that.
I've been in this house for 6 years, and it was probably when we first moved in. So
Well, this
No.
last year we watched a bunch of football in your media room because you got no,
Yeah.
You didn't?
No,
Oh, that's right.
I'll never forget the Bucks Packers playoff game because Zoe sat next to me and decided
Talk
had
your
nothing
ear
To
off.
learn about football.
had no idea what football was and wanted me to explain it to her in the middle of the NFC Championship game
yeah,
Of
I think
your
she was
team,
flirting with
that
you.
your team was playing it.
that my team was playing it. Yeah. I'm like, please don't talk to me right now.
I think that's a flirt move. Tell me about football.
No, it was. So what is going on?
Drinking, playing football again,
Yeah.
Gio.
Like
Yep.
Joe was over drinking in the corner, and I was like stuck with her.
Yeah, Joe knew. He kept looking over, going,
Yeah.
"Good,
Yeah.
It was like,
good. They
showed
deserve
up
each
late,
other."
left early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
these teams are good, are they? Who's
Yeah.
who?
Now you know why I was drinking.
Yeah. Now I'm with you, Joe.
The pantses are so pleasant.
Yeah.
The pants are great.
They're so pleasant.
Yeah.
They really are. The whole
Poor
lot
Mama
of them-
Pants. I felt so bad when I met her because we talked so much about her, and she was such a nice lady.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we had
she's
the whole
great.
Pants clan at the Dignitary Cafe.
Really? That's right.
Oh.
The whole clan.
That's
Hey,
right.
look at me. Don't look at Joe. What's the daughter look like?
What does she look like?
Yeah, like hot or no?
She's a pretty young girl.
Yeah. Oh,
You
she's
mean
young.
the
yeah.
16-year-old?
She's
Oh, I didn't know she was. I didn't know how old she
yeah.
was.
She's stare at her while she eats ice cream. You weirdo.
Ah.
Pretty
Oh,
girl for a
come on.
teenager.
All right.
You want
didn't
that
know
in a
that.
cone?
I didn't realize she was a teenager.
Yeah.
I mean,
Great ass.
No.
All right.
Which pants did you have?
Lose the pants.
Joe, were we missing any pants?
No. We
Mama
had-
Pants is back?
Yeah. Well, this was before she left.
Oh, okay.
But she is back. But we had sugar pants, sugar shorts. Nicholas, my son, was there too.
See, it's
Yeah.
Joe's fault. The fact that he calls her sugar shorts and she's underage.
Yeah.
That's a
Doesn't
misconception.
Brings me down the wrong path.
100%.
Yeah.
I think you're going to get a different fine for that.
Yeah. Does she have a date to the prom? Do we need to know?
No, not yet. Why you want? You want to go?
And what were you guys doing there?
We were just hanging out at the Dignitary, playing some pool, drinking some kava,
Yeah, man.
having some kratom.
Kava and kratom.
time.
Yeah.
You went kava and kratom.
It was fantastic.
So what is
Getting a
the
little herbal.
and I don't want to blow up your spot or anything, but I have a serious question. So you're obviously very pro marijuana.
As pro as it could be.
If I have my card, am I allowed to smoke there?
You can smoke in the back room. It's a private lounge where the
Oh,
pool
okay.
table is, and you can smoke outside.
Okay.
Now, Saturday, when we had Space Camp there, there with a band, that was the first time that we smoked in the main room. But we're pretty 420 friendly, but don't just spark up in the middle of our bar. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Although it wouldn't be the craziest thing that ever happened. I'm not sure we won't evolve into that one day.
Full on Hopian Den.
Yeah, Kava Social that Mr. Senning does commercials for.
Yeah.
They're 420 friendly throughout in Bradenton, and I love that place.
Let me ask you this. This is a question for everyone with the vape pens and stuff, and not necessarily marijuana, maybe marijuana. I'm not really sure. If, say, we were to go to the studio, would you vape in the studio over in St. Pete?
Would I?
Is that a
Absolutely.
good idea?
I don't think anybody. If I could vape right now, and I don't know anybody would know I'm vaping. I'm
Really?
not sure. Yeah,
We wouldn't smell it.
No way.
Interesting.
Because his isn't the flavored. It's not like berries.
Yeah, but smell weed.
Not really.
Really?
What if you're just chucking clouds? Do you think the engineers would be upset if you were just chucking clouds?
They won't smell it. There's
in
no
the
way.
studio?
In a big studio like that, there's no way.
Maybe.
I was asking for a friend.
I know who you are.
Wearing a hat and a red coat to my right.
You don't smoke in here, though.
No,
you smoke in the hall.
Does out there.
Outside, not in here. Is what I'm saying.
Scumbag blows at my face all the time.
That's because you're in my face talking to me. I don't like it.
We're in studio.
Yeah.
And then he's just chucking clouds.
In St. Pete.
Yes.
And I'm like.
In the tries to go to the corner and act like he's being
No.
sneaky.
By the way, Carmen, no. He was sitting right by the microphone and did it. And I was waiting for Dylan to release his dog on you.
Big giant billowing cloud.
I am mad at you, Joe. I'm not mad at you.
Thank you, Ian. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we good.
I don't think Joe's the only one that does that.
I'm definitely not, and I'm not naming names.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. So right there in the studio, huh?
Right there.
No fear or nothing.
Well, why not, though? People pop Xanax in the studio. People pop...
Because Xanax doesn't affect other people.
Yeah, when you're blowing it into like a
if you
$1,200 microphone, that's a little weird.
If I blew it right now, you would not smell... I'm telling you, you wouldn't even smell it in an elevator, I don't think.
Okay. Is the smoke different? Does it not affect equipment?
I don't know that answer, but it would take a lot of smoke to affect equipment, I would think.
Well, but with the smoke from like a regular cigarette or something like that, that is actual burning of tobacco. Since that's not burning of something, I don't know whether the smoke
That's
is
what
different.
I'm saying. I think it would be. I would think it's for your lungs, it's the same, but in the air, it might be different.
Remember Larry King would just smoke cigarettes right on the air back in the day?
Dave Chappelle still smokes cigarettes.
Yeah.
He's the only guy. Doesn't matter where he is. He has a cigarette, and you want me to be there? I'll
Yeah,
smoke
so you know what the deal with that is? Why he can smoke is because it's part of his performance, and it's art.
Makes sense.
So you're allowed to do that. If it's part of a performance and you're doing it, if you're in the audience, you can't do it. They'll be like, hey, beat it, nerd, you're out of here. And obviously Dave Chappelle, it's Dave Chappelle.
But he like writes it into his thing.
But
or
no, but
something.
that's part of certain areas. I think it's different for different venues and stuff. But a lot of the venues, if it's art, if it's part of the performance, which he says it is, you can't argue. Then you're allowed to do it.
Can I tell you? I watched one of Dave Chappelle's like very first stand-up special.
Yeah.
This is not the real Dave Chappelle. This is a clone for sure.
Carmen, he 100% has changed because he was very much more excited. He was skinny,
real skinny,
and
little
had
stuff.
a much higher pitched voice, which obviously I know with smoking it will, but it's like it is a completely different person.
Oh yeah, because he got swole and he smokes and he talks way slower and lower and stuff.
And he's super rich.
Yeah,
he's clearly taking something from what his normal body was to what he is now.
He's
taking testosterone or HGH or something. There's 100%.
Because he's bigger?
Oh, wait, for sure.
But like all
so
muscular.
Skinny. He's muscular now. He's not a naturally muscular person.
Right.
Like if I take testosterone or something, it will lean me out. When you're a skinny person, all of a sudden you look at you're 30 pounds heavier with muscle.
For him to like gain that kind of muscle, like he would definitely need to be like on like such a strict regimen, which the fact that he smokes and drinks and stuff like that, like it would almost be impossible for him to get like that without taking something.
Interesting. I take testosterone. Has not leaned me out.
Well, the thing is with testosterone and HGH and steroids, okay? And I've said this to people. There's rules out there because I was been around steroids a lot. I never took steroids. I take testosterone now. If you're big, cool. If you're cut, cool. If you're big and cut, you're taking something. It just doesn't work that way.
Right.
If I see you today, if I see Galvin in 2 weeks and he's bigger and cutter, you're taking something. Like these baseball players, some of them I saw them, like even ones in this town, I go, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Come on now.
I was at dinner one time with my buddy, Dr. D, and another doctor, and the other doctor was big and cut. And Dr. D said, what steroids do you take? He goes, I don't take steroids.
Yes,
and he goes, buddy. And he goes, I don't. And he goes, okay. And he goes, I'll have you pee in a cup and I'll give you $10,000. He goes, all right, well, take a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't fool a doctor.
No, you can't fool me. You know, I know Pete's almost a doctor. I'm almost a doctor. I swear to you, I know football injuries and all that. I can say that guy's on it, that guy's on it, that guy, 100%.
Well, it's so funny, too, that they test for steroids in professional bodybuilding. It's like, stop it.
So there's never been somebody on the Olympia stage since before Arnold, after Arnold, that wasn't taking a lot of stuff.
So what do? They just not test for certain stuff?
Yeah,
or-
they just let them know when the test is going to be, and they cycle
they stop
down.
taking
Yeah,
it
they
for-
take whatever. And it's like, what are you even doing? Just do.
Say.
Yeah,
Just
just
let
go
it.
crazy.
Like, the Olympics, okay? Nobody was going to stand on that 100-meter line that's not on something. It's not happening, okay?
Right.
When I was on sports radio, we were talking about it, and your testosterone and your testosterone are supposed to be equal.
Okay.
So if your testosterone is 800 and your epitestosterone is 800, that's normal. You can get your testosterone 10 times your epitestosterone without being positive. So you get the testosterone to 799. Wow. So if you don't think those athletes are getting it to 798 with their chemists,
Right.
you're crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Guaranteed they are.
That is interesting, man. I don't know. I'm not singing the praises of testosterone yet. It's been okay. I've not seen any great signs of change in anything where I'd go, oh yeah, no, it's
really.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel as lethargic, but I'm also eating differently, so it could be that. It's hard to tell what I didn't think that I needed it in the first place. My blood work said I did, and I don't feel a difference now that I'm taking it. So
How long has it been?
It's been some months now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Takes a while for it to kick in. I've been taking testosterone since before I was 40.
Yeah.
And I tell a difference if I don't take it.
Yeah.
And tell it
for sure.
Can you tell it sexually or
definitely sexually?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not quite as energetic if I don't take it.
Energetic, I think that but I don't know if that has to do more with the fact because when I started dieting pretty serious, my energy, like when I did Dr. Urshan's diet, that was a tough diet to do because of your caloric restrictions. But my energy was through the roof because you just have it all,
and you're not being all weighed down by bread and grains and all that stuff where you're just like, well,
that's why.
Which is how I've been dieting now for the past couple of months, and that's why I still feel like I got a little extra kick. So I can't really tell what it's from.
When I fasted for 15 days, and it's hard to explain this, and you talk to somebody else who fasted, they'll understand. You have so much energy, it's scary.
Really?
Like, I mean, at 15 day, I almost didn't want to eat, and I felt so good. Like, I almost wanted to go for a run.
Like I thought of that. I mean, it's making me insane. 15 days.
You thought about it. You did one meal.
I did. I tried to do one day, and I didn't make it through dinner. Yeah.
I did it for 3 days. I was miserable, but I'm someone who I love eating. I love breakfast. I love, like, you know what I mean? I mean, but 3 days to me, like you're saying you got energy and you were loving it. I was like counting down the seconds until I could eat.
But Carmen, this is the real reality. The first 3 days are the worst days.
Right.
And then it's like, I feel like the turbulence is over and it comes out and it's bright and then it gets way easier.
Really?
The first 3 days are miserable. That's for sure.
Are you hungry or?
I'm doing an alternate fast right now.
What is that?
I eat one day and I fast the next day.
Oh.
I've been doing that for 3 weeks.
And how does that make you feel?
Hungry at the end of the fast day.
Yeah.
But I know what it does, because at the end of the year, it's about calories, right? So if you fast one day and you eat the next day, in order to catch up, you have to eat twice as much food.
Right.
You almost can't do that.
Right.
So now
if you're working out, that's even more calories.
If I fast one day, the next day you're not quite as hungry. So I probably eat 10% more. So instead of 200%, it's 110%. So at the end, you're doing well. And fasting is good for your body. That's scientific.
Yeah.
And you just get used to things.
Correct.
Your body craves what you eat. So if you stop eating that, it doesn't crave it anymore. Right. After a little while, it will crave it at the beginning, whatever, because that's what you're used to eating. Mm-hmm. If you're having pizza every other day, you're going to go, yeah, I want pizza, because that's what you're used to having.
You're going to have pizza.
Yeah.
Like the food that America makes, it's made for us to be obsessed with it.
Yes.
That's a fact. So I don't eat candies anymore. I don't eat fast food anymore. So I don't really crave it. I don't crave it at all, actually.
I feel the same way. I haven't been eating that stuff. I'm not craving the stuff that I'm not eating.
It's not saying I don't like it.
No.
Like
I love bread.
For my daughter's Zena's birthday, Jorge brought out all the desserts, right? And I hadn't eaten a dessert in a year.
Yeah.
And I was looking at him. I was like, man, that carrot cake looks wicked. So I just took a little corner of the carrot cake. It activated something.
Oh, no.
Because I ended up tasted them all. And I probably had the equivalent of one dessert. But then I came home and I looked at myself in the mirror. I said, "You don't go back. You don't go back."
That's what I did Saturday night. I had a little bit of a snack attack.
Yeah, well, you are human.
Yeah, but then Sunday you get right back on the horse.
Got to get back on
Yeah,
that. Damn
can't
horse.
wait till Monday.
Yeah, man.
If you say, "Oh, I'm just going to use the whole
Yeah.
weekend," that'll ruin everything. You
I
gotta get back on the next day.
I keep looking up recipes for desserts with using dates in it because dates are they're
Good.
really, really sweet. They're really good for you, and you can kind of manipulate them into whatever you want. And so I'm trying to think for this week if I wanted to do Twix or carrot cake
With
for
a
my
date.
with a date. Yes,
Carrot cake, yo.
carrot cake.
I want a little piece.
Okay. Well, and they're like cake pops, little carrot cake pops. So, okay, I'll make those. Yeah. And I'll have Chad bring you some. See, that was easy.
Yeah.
I like making stuff and trying different recipes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know if this will turn out good, but
If Chad kicks you to the curb, I'm going to haul at you.
Wait.
You know.
She does seem like she'd possess some great skills of being a girlfriend. Yeah. She does the crazy sex stuff. She can bake. She loves to eat.
face.
She makes the face. Yeah. She's not afraid to throw that bikini on, take some pictures. She'll sell her underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys talk about me like I'm like the worst person in the world.
We give you a hard time.
Carmen, you know, back in elementary school when the boys were teasing the girls, it's because they
We're
were
pulling your pigtails.
It's because they dig you.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
I mean, in the beginning, Carmen was like, "Yeah, what's up with this chick? Like, she's hot, and she's young, and we'll run around and workout clothes and all that." You're like, "Yeah, this is good." Now we're like, "Oh, dummies here." You know what I mean? Not that she didn't change. It's just you were used to seeing you around.
We're like that, or you're like that?
Yeah, exactly. The big difference.
I mean, I don't know.
You know how we all do that, right, guys?
Yeah.
So we're all on the same page on this. Anyway, all right, Ian is here. We got to take a break. We'll come back. It is the Mike Calta Show. Our phone number is 800-771-1025. I'm starting to GoFundMe to pay for my son's tolls. If you want to get involved. I'm kidding. It's 1025 The Bone. I just got some breaking news. I heard Spanish was at the Dignitary Cafe on Saturday.
Yeah, we were sitting there watching Space Camp, and Dizzy texts me, "That's fat Spanish in the corner." And I looked over, and I swear to you,
it wasn't really Spanish.
For a second, like, I hope Dizzy sends a picture. It looked like it could have been Spanish plus 100 pounds,
right.
And maybe some frosty tips.
None of us have seen Spanish. He may have gained 100 pounds.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Though. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to see us. He gained 100 pounds. He got frosty tips.
Oh, so what?
You know?
Yeah, that's weird. The first time we run into each other is going to be awkward now.
I would say so.
Because he's been so not around.
When do you think you're going to run into him, though?
Yeah. Do you think you will?
I don't.
And where? Or do you think you will ever see Spanish again?
I mean, I don't hate Spanish, so I'm not like,
Right.
I wouldn't be like, no, I'm not going there if Spanish was there. So I'm sure eventually we'll probably run into each other. I would think it'd be
But, like,
something work related. Or
where?
a concert or something.
I'm more active than you.
Yeah.
So is Dizzy. Probably so.
You're more likely to
and
run
we
into him
haven't,
before
and
me.
we haven't. So where do you think you're going to run into him?
Like I would say at a comedy show or at a concert or something, like I would go to this Tom Segura thing. Maybe that was something I would see him
You
at.
don't fraternize with the common folks.
How dare you?
What do you mean? I've been out with you. What do you mean? You jump out the sprinter.
I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people.
Get us as close to the door as possible, Tom.
You jump on Tom's shoulders. He piggybacks you to the VIP
I
section.
just don't like to walk. It does not mean I'm a man of the people.
You don't hang out with the people.
I don't like. I'm a man. I like
Which
to stand in
people?
the pit. I like to stand in the
Listen,
pit.
I love the people, but I screw the people.
Yeah.
I like VIP.
I definitely like the VIP, but I enjoy. I just like. I like convenience.
Oh my!
It's not like I don't want to be around people. I just I like the convenience of getting in and out of places quick.
We're good.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
So it was not Spanish. It was fake
was-
Spanish. That was at the Dignitary Cafe.
Was the last time you spoke to Spanish here live on the air?
No, he called me or texted me. Yeah, I guess speaking wise, yeah, it was on the air. He texted me that one time at 10 o'clock on a Sunday, and I said, Spanish, it's 10 o'clock on a Sunday. I'm in bed.
Oh,
and
that
that
was like-
was the last time we talked.
And that was like a week or so later, wasn't it?
It wasn't. It was like right away.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So I don't really know. But look, I the only time I see Spanish is when Sad Weirdos comes up in my YouTube feed, and Spanish is still wearing a wool cap in the middle of summer and still picking his face for a half hour. And I don't know what goes on in his life, but he seems to be very happy. And from what I've seen from Sad Weirdos, his decision to leave was the best thing he's ever done. He's free now.
I was gonna say, someone called up the other day and said like 2 or 3 weeks ago, Spanish was on Sad Weirdos on Saturday, saying he was having relationship problems again.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
That's not a shocker, though.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
And I went and I watched the clip, and it did seem like it was just one of those like really deep down questions he was asking himself, like basically, how do you know when you're happy? Is the clip that I saw.
Yeah.
But it did correlate to what the listener called in and said she heard.
Interesting.
While listening on Saturday. So.
Yeah,
but I didn't hear.
Are we to be shocked that he's having problems with the same girl that called up and her present day drug dealer boy? Like, listen to that.
Yeah,
listen to it. It does. There's zero chance. Where's that going to go?
No, there's no way that makes sense.
No way.
Let's call him right now.
And for stupid Shark to sit there and be like, whatever's freeing in your life is just be a friend and give him real advice. Tell him the truth.
I don't know much about Shark, but
yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah,
you're right.
Nailed it in one sentence. Yeah. Anybody watch any of that other football that's on right now?
There's other football?
I don't know what it's
UFL.
called. UFO?
UFL.
UFL. Yeah. I only saw Anthony Becht on this weekend. That's all. I just knew it was on.
I like Anthony, but I'm not.
No.
Battle
Hawks and
I gotta expose myself to Chamberlain football. That's bad enough.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I'm good.
Are you back in action with that or no?
Yeah. I have 3 linemen.
3?
Yeah, I have 3 linemen now. You have to dress 5 on offense, 4 on defense. Really, I have 1.3.
Okay.
Right now, we won't win a game.
Oof.
Not with what I got. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Like last year, I was complaining about what I had, and I had seniors that weren't great linemen, and I turned them into pretty good linemen. This year, I have sophomores that have never played football before. Like, I'm teaching them their stance.
The basics.
I'm teaching them to get out of the. Oh God, no! I mean, sometimes at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, what am I doing?
How often are you there?
Now I'm twice a week. Like Chad's there every day. Okay?
Yeah.
And I told Chad, I go, listen, I love you. I love this place. I'm going to help you, but don't waste my time.
Yeah.
And for me to get up every day for 3 kids right now is wasting my time. So I try to do 2 days a week right now.
Right.
And we'll see where it goes. Look, I have 10 kids out there. I'll go there every day.
Yeah. They want to be there. Yeah.
You know, it's just I
gotta get those numbers up.
But they do say like this is not just a Chamberlain problem. This is high school football in general.
Yep.
Offensive linemen are the hardest spots to fill because of the body type, one, and then finding those kids that are actually wanting to be active and participate.
Yeah, you got to find fat kids who want to do exercise at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
exactly.
I was telling you, I played running back in high school.
Right.
Okay, because nobody wants to be an offensive lineman. That's the bottom of the barrel.
Sure.
You never get your name in the paper. I have a kid, Amir. I shouldn't have said his name, but anyway. Anyways, he's 6'6", 310.
Wow.
He's got okay feet, crazy long arms. And I told Chad, take him.
Yeah.
Get him out of here. Like he just, I can only change so much.
Right.
And it would be like having a bad kid as my kid because I'll kill him.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not allowed to kill a kid.
Right.
So I said, Chad, take him because I can't do it. He has to grow up before he comes over here. I don't want it. I mean, and I told him right in his face. I'm
That's
not
the
doing
other
it.
problem is that their attitudes, you know.
But you don't know though, bro. Like I grew up different. Football was different when I grew up.
Yeah.
Like I had kids talking back. Like the first day, like kid rolling his eyes, and I rolled up and I go, do it again.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some problems. And that's the way I was brought up. And I don't know another way.
Right.
I chewed a kid out at halftime one time. And afterwards, I'm like, I have to calm down. But it's so much disrespect at times. And I was never around it.
Yeah,
Never.
I get it.
Yeah, a lot of times now the kid's like, all right, I'm going to quit the team. That coach was a jerk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, we don't want to lose the numbers. We need kids.
So if you quit every time a coach is a jerk to you,
Yeah.
where are you going to go?
Every
Nowhere.
Every good coach is a jerk.
Yeah.
It's so funny that when you're a kid, you don't really realize what's going on. Like I went to, when my son played, I went to a coach's parent meeting, and I learned so much from that meeting about who that coach was. The coach is like, if you need me, text me, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. He's like, you have to realize I'm here at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then after school I'm here again. And then when I leave, I would like to spend some time with my kids and my family. And I went, yeah, you don't ever really think about it. You think this guy's coached 24 hours a day. You don't realize the fact that he's also dad and husband and getting slack from everybody else for the things in his life that he has to do. So
yeah, I say it all the time. One of the reasons why I help, I enjoy it and I have the time, but I would never see Chad if I didn't do the meals or go up there for practice and stuff like that. I would never get to see him. He leaves when I leave around 5:30 in the morning, and he doesn't get home until 6:37 every night. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Are you looking at Richard Chamberlain? Or?
Yeah, Richard Chamberlain dead at 90.
Did Joe had him.
Yes, I did.
Took Joe 3 days to realize he had him.
He would have been 91 today.
Oh, extra points.
It's a long time. Yeah. It's a long life.